Hello, how are you doing, Andy?
Pretty fucking well, my dude. How you
Uh,
doing?
I'm feeling pretty fucking well. Do you know why I'm feeling pretty? Fuck me, I can't talk. You know why I'm feeling pretty fucking well?
Why are you feeling pretty fucking well?
Because it's a new episode to a podcast.
The
A new,
first
the
episode of a
first episode,
podcast.
the original, you might say. I can't say that
Oh,
because there's
gee.
been many podcasts, but I wanted to make that reference.
No, we're the first. All
Why?
y'all other podcasts are fakers, okay?
Shit, that's a
They're-
reference to something. I know that. What was that?
No, it ain't. No,
No, no,
no.
oh.
Unless you want to go real deep with it and say it's Sonic, but I didn't mean it to be nothing.
You're the faker.
You're the faker.
Oh my god, man. Ah. So,
Feels good, doesn't it?
it does feel good.
Like basking in some sort of a glory.
Yeah. So just a few ground rules. I will say hello to the first person that is just types in the chat. Hello there. How are
Hello.
you doing?
We are
But
streaming.
ultimately, with this being a podcast, this will be between myself and Andy for the most part. There'll be small shout outs every now and then, but it'll be primarily just a it would just be us two talking until the uh section.
End.
Yeah, until
Around near the end, we've got like a section where we can take some questions, shit like that. It'll be some good shit.
yeah, man.
Stick around, boy.
Stick around. It was going to be good. Oh, hello. Hello to the second guest as well. Anyway, following on now, we will not be reading much of the chat as we will be talking more so. Imagine it like a radio show.
Unless there's a correction, we could talk a lot of shit, and someone needs to correct
Oh
us.
man,
Make sure to fact check us.
we need all the corrections. But I think long paced intro aside, I think we're pretty warm now, pretty cozy. How do you feel, man?
I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling a little bit chilly. The weather's been turning a little bit for the worse. I don't know about where you are, but
It's
I've been fucking dying in the cold over here, so you know that that is.
That's been pretty cold. But now to move on to our gaming week, let's get our faces on the cameras.
Oh shit.
Oh, oh, and transition. I turned off the smooth transition. I fucked it up already, man. It's just crumbling. Ah,
It's fine. It's fine.
look at these beautiful people. Look at these. I'm
I'm the
just.
cat, by the way, because I'm too fucking poor to own a webcam.
Oh, I thought you just grew an afro that engulfed your face, man.
Yeah, man. That's his nouveau hairstyle,
Daddy.
fucking did you just call me fucking daddy?
I said that it. That it.
Oh, that it.
Fucking daddy.
Hey, you know how it is. I ain't the
Oh.
daddy, okay? I ain't the daddy. Don't
Oh
don't at
God,
me.
damn. It's already been the seed has already been laid. Fuck, that
Hmm.
was wrong choice of words.
That was the
Shit.
weirdest choice of words that you could put in
Uh,
that situation.
I meant the seed of doubt, like Inception. Like, yeah, an idea is a seed that you plant and it grows. Ah,
Oh, right. No, you ain't allowed in my mind. No. It's just a sex party in there.
boy,
No
I'm
matter what.
already in your mind, and damn, it's greasy in here.
It's
Very,
not greasy.
very sticky. Hey, what kind of
No.
sex party is this?
Ah.
Ah, I know your secrets, boy. Uh,
Jesus.
Jesus ain't gonna help us now, boy.
Shall we
So,
get started?
yes,
Yeah.
we shall. Over to our gaming week. So, Andy, tell me about your gaming week.
Right. So, pretty much been doing like 4 things, yeah. So I'm gonna talk about that. Fucking 3 games, yeah. Fucking and one activity in another game. So I've been playing some Lisa.
What
Lisa's
is
fucking
Lisa?
sick as shit. It's
Mentioned it
a
before.
Earthbound like RPG. Yeah. It's set in the post-apocalypse after there's been something called The Flash. This
Yeah.
is actually the second game that I'm playing, but it's fine to play the second game first. It doesn't make that much of a difference, I've
Hey,
been
it's
told.
fine. It's fine, man.
So that's Lisa the Painful I've been playing. It's depressing as fuck. Okay. um
Boy, I'm all
just
about that depressing shit. Go on, lay it on me.
okay. you're walking down into a cave. Fucking dude comes up to you. Guy looks like fucking Bozo the Clown. He comes up to you and says, "Okay, so yeah, here's your party member. Yeah, that we just picked at random. Yeah, uh, you got a choice. Him dies, yeah, or you
Yeah.
lose your arm.
I mean, let him die. I mean, I want to lose. I don't want to lose mine.
Fucking, I didn't want to lose my best guy. Fucking, so I lost my arm, and yeah, permanent stat debuffs, and I can't
Oh,
use most of my moves. It's rough. It's rough, and there are tons of choices like that where you could just be a withering fucking mess by the end of the game because you could be compassionate or you could be a dick and be strong and get through the RPG, but you
so
know.
it's not depressing. It's just ball bustingly hard. Is that it?
Well, it's got hard how? What do you mean by that?
I mean, like, well, you get hard choices. Like, we're not talking like hard as in you got to beat impossible boss. No, no, we're talking hard as in you got to make
Well,
moral decisions. Just difficult
there
moral
it
decisions.
it's not it's both because there's no difficulty curve really. It's kind of like a difficulty roller coaster. So yeah, there are hard decisions like that, like you were saying, but also some bosses are a bit of a bitch to attack, to fight. Like there's this one guy called Tiger Man, and
Yeah.
fucking, he's impossible. It took me like 20 tries or something of just reloading saves to beat him. So, oh, and you can't grind. It's one of those games where every single enemy only spawns once, except for like
Oh,
some weak enemies that don't give you much XP.
so
So, yeah.
Dark Souls.
No, Dark Souls enemies respawn.
Some of them, not all. Like, it was quite scarce,
Mini
and
bosses and fucking obviously bosses, but no, most.
no, yeah, no, actually, yeah, no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'll take that.
Um, so yeah. Also, I've been playing Doom.
Doom, Doom.
Never got into the original Doom. I'm talking about Doom 2016. I never got into the original Doom. Like fucking, I liked it, yeah, but
Yeah.
I couldn't do more than 2 levels without being, yep, it's Doom. It's good, but it won't keep my attention. This game
Oh,
keeps my attention. It's fucking amazing. Every single gun kind of makes you uh feel like you're gonna have a little bit more than a half chub going on,
yeah.
kind of a strong hard on. Uh, and I've almost finished the game. There's only one knockback on the game, and that the Cyber Demon boss is a bit weirdly bullshit. But everything
Oh,
else is totally fair. Everything else is totally awesome to play.
I did that
Um,
in like, what was it? It was my second go. I did that because I was like, I know this is gonna be hard, so I was just like, I strapped myself in, and then by the time I was like, yep, got my seatbelt all
oh,
buckled up, I got on tight.
you've been
It,
through 2016.
yeah, yeah, I completed it actually
Oh,
quite
I thought you only
recently.
played the classics for some reason.
No,
All
man.
right.
I mean, I love the classics. Don't get me wrong; they're my favorites. But Doom 2016 was very enjoyable. I completed it recently, actually. So,
Mm.
I mean, I could chime in on that. Like, I was a bit annoyed that I got up to. Are we doing spoiler territory? I mean, you've completed, haven't you?
No, I haven't. I'm like 2 levels away. I'm fighting.
Oh,
I just beat the second boss,
alright. Well, I can't just
so I'm like
shout.
almost near the end.
I can't just shout spoiler alert and then just go on a rant. Then, all right. Well, I'll leave you to. I'll leave that one. We'll put it this way.
Next week.
I,
Next week.
I didn't know that this was the last mission, and I was going for an achievement where you what is it? You get all the stuff before you complete the game. So I was happy to go back to a few levels before I did it, but no, it was like end game. Here you go, we're done.
Hmm.
So yep.
So it ends kind of abruptly, does it?
Um, I mean, it ends on a high. Don't get me wrong, but it's like you were expecting it to drop down like most games, but no, it didn't. It didn't.
Am I
Like
right in thinking that it has a level editor where you
it
could just like
it
make
does.
new
It's
levels?
snap map.
Is it good?
Never used it. Never used it. I
That
stick
seems
to.
like everything to do. do multiplayer. Like, never been on it. Never done anything with it.
Oh yeah, and I hate that they're like, yeah, here's some achievements that you can only get through the Doom multiplayer. I'm like, well, there goes my idea of 100% in this amazing game.
They should stop doing that with video
That's
games.
Unless it's like a multiplayer only game, stop it. Just stop it.
Stop.
Get some help.
Uh, so, oh wow, I've been doing more than I thought. In anticipation for Devil May Cry 5,
Yeah.
I've been going through Devil May Cry 4. The game is fucking amazing. Virgil
Oh,
is fucking amazing.
you've been playing the PC version.
Yep, special
Ah,
edition.
eh,
So Trish and Lady don't even fucking bother. For some reason, I can't get into them. But
no, I
pretty
love Lady. Like Lady is just like combo queen.
for real.
Yeah,
I'll give it
man.
another go, but it seemed like the animations looked a little unfinished to me, a little little bit too choppy,
I mean, I thought they were.
especially the walk animation, which just turned me right off, you know.
I know you don't want to be turned up by that, mate. But
I could never be turned off by Lady. She fucking sexy as fuck.
better than Trish.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I kind of stole your thunder. Carry on, man.
Uh, fucking. So yeah, I've been going through the game as Virgil, and just been learning all sorts of shit about Devil May Cry that I never fucking knew before.
Yeah.
Um, fuck hunting blue orbs though. Some of them are just in some bullshit places, and I can't get them. Pull me a scrub if you want, but I can't get them. So no health for me, I guess.
I can't be asked. Oh.
Yeah, just buy them in the shop.
Yeah.
Or do the microtransactions. We'll be talking about that later.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, we will be talking about that. So, was that your week? Do you have anything else to add?
One last thing.
Yeah.
I've been playing some Shadowrunner as well.
Shadow. I'm gonna Google that because I can't remember what it is.
It's a cyberpunk CRPG, but it's a cyberpunk CRPG.
Let's see.
Plays
Oh,
more like XCOM than Baldur's Gate though. I'm liking it. It's a well written game. RPG wise, it's got this karma system, so you don't really level up. Just like
I
uh
I don't think I can find it. Could you just like send me a link to the Steam page and I'll like
yeah, sure.
give it a
I'll
shake
give it a
again?
look. See.
Yeah. I need to set up a page so I can actually show like what we're talking about. That will be probably next week's.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Put it in description and shit.
Yeah. I mean, for the meantime, it's gonna be oh crap! I was gonna have it record whilst I stream.
I can't find it.
Rip.
I'm gonna have to open up Steam. Yeah. So it's got this karma system where you don't really level up. You complete a quest, you complete a side mission, or maybe you do a certain thing in dialogue, and it'll just award you those karma points. And it could be like the most I got for a single action was 3, and that's what you use for your leveling up. You know, you assign stats using karma.
Yeah. I
So,
just want to cut you off here because like I didn't expect this to happen, but my chat is lit up, and I would like to say thank you and hello to everyone who's just shown up.
hello.
I feel it'd be too rude to not interact with them. I feel too rude. But I mean, we got a live format. Might as well just gloat a little bit about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So hello to everyone who's in chat. We'll be speaking more to each other, but I am replying best I can back in the chat box itself. Just so it's when we're watching it later, people aren't like, well, they're just talking to people on stream, and this is just a pre-recorded thing. I've missed it, sort of thing. I want this to try and be accessible to everyone, but I am trying to reply the best I can to people who are talking in chats. So I'm not ignoring you. It's more for it's because we're gonna upload it afterwards. But yeah, back to you, man.
Yeah. Shadowrun Returns.
Yep,
Really good.
really
Really
good.
good cyberpunk game. That's in lead up to Cyberpunk 2077. I now know what a fixer means, you know, in terms
Yeah,
of like cyberpunk kind of. I'm not going to say lore because they're very different worlds. Tropes, cyberpunk
tropes.
tropes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is a fixer actually? May I ask?
The guy who gives out the missions, and a
Oh,
runner is the person who executes them.
I'm with you now. I get you. I get you.
So if you remember in the 2077 trailers, like Dexter Deshawn, he's a fixer.
Yeah.
So he makes the missions for you to do. Yeah.
And
So it's all good.
is that your week then?
That's
Your
my week.
your
That's my
week in a
week.
nutshell.
Other than that, I've been doing a little bit of modding in Skyrim. If you
Yeah.
want to talk about that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've done a Skyrim like because you're not actually just adding mods, you're making mods, I believe. Am I? No,
No,
no.
no,
Was I
not yet.
horribly wrong?
Uh, I said I would, but
Ah.
I just learnt some of the basics on YouTube. That's all, how to use the
Uh,
creation kit a little
I
bit, but
see. Sorry, I
I'm not there
misunderstood.
yet. Yeah, yeah,
I
no.
misunderstood that. See, I've been in the creating modding scene actually.
All right, what have
Um,
you been creating?
oh, well, uh, well, skins for Euro Truck. Um, I thought, you know what, I want to play this on stream, and a good way to advertise my stream would be to, have my credentials on a custom skin which is related to my stream on the truck.
All right, all right,
Anyway,
all right.
oh, that took me bloody forever, like absolutely fucking forever. And I made it, and I am fully aware that this was an abomination of a file structure, like compared to other people. Like I know if anyone was to pick that up, they were like, "Oh, that's so bad. They should have done it this way." Like those naming conventions. Am I right? And I'm like, I fucking know. It's my first mod. Suck a dick.
You're arguing at no one though.
Yeah, I
Like
know, and I
no
love it.
one's criticizing you.
This is my. I know someone will. Like I know someone will. But yeah,
Have you got any pictures of the
um,
truck in the end? Did you end up making?
Yeah, I did. I could probably pull it up, but like, I've got no like nice like way of showing it on stream yet. So
Just put it full screen. Just
yeah,
put it full screen.
ah, yeah, I'll just I'll have to set up another scene to actually to dominate
Uh,
that. We'll
well, in
leave
the
it.
meantime, I could talk about what I've been doing with Skyrim in
Uh,
terms of modding.
that'll be alright. I'll leave it for now. I'm not overly fussed because like
Oh, okay,
the mod's not working at the moment anyway. Because
okay,
part two of this story, this little endeavor, um, they updated the big Euro Truck update. If you keep your ears to the ground, that adds trailers to the game. People have wanted it for ages, your own trailers that you can buy, customize, and have with you all the time. So
okay.
you can convoy now with other people and not effectively have to have a trailer on you. So
Hmm.
that's a good thing. But yeah, it tweaked the single fucking truck that I modded. And this truck was already a pain in the ass as it was because it had a different fucking file scheme to every other truck because it was a newer one.
There you
And
go.
it fucking broke it like
Euro truck devs have personally blighted you.
ah, fucking. I was just like, yeah, I love this game. I'm gonna endure this game. Gonna give back. Well, not give back to the queue. I'm just gonna enjoy it. And next thing I know, uh, uh, it's gone. Like I have the cabin painting like replicated on every individual part, and each individual part is meant to have a set, their own bit of the skin, as it were.
Yeah.
That no, it's just replicated and copied over, which you can. It's annoying because you can see that it was fucking designed for the cabin. That bit that it's been replicated. It's like. Ah, no, no.
You're
Ah,
turning into fucking is it his name Randy Savage or some shit like that? You're
oh,
turning into a wrestler man. Oh brother.
oh, my brother. Oh, I need to get into wrestling. Currently listening to whilst doing my eggs, but because Photoshop crashed, it's. Brilliant. Yeah, that's just Photoshop in a nutshell. I've had no problems with Photoshop. I've managed to make all this Photoshop and had no issues, so I'm happy. But yeah, tell me about your modding. I want to go. I want to hear about your modding
Oh,
because.
I've just been trying to turn Skyrim into an RPG because it's not an RPG, you see. Just like a person hack and slash.
Oh.
So there's a great mod for that that actually adds stats into the game that you could level up and assign points to, and that's a World's Dawn. It actually
Ah,
does a
yeah.
lot more than that. World's Dawn's absolutely great. Um, it yeah, it does give you stat tweaks based on your stats, uh, attributes, I should say, and they would be what you would expect from any sort of RPG. So strength, agility, dexterity, intelligence, wisdom, stuff like that.
Yeah. So I'll
And
add that all into what's the mod called again?
World's Dawn.
World's
World's Dawn.
Dawn.
And the reason it's some fancy name like that is because it adds other stuff. It adds ARPG elements like magic items that you'll just find that aren't like they're just randomly generated with cool
Ah.
effect.
Oh, and there's a Skyrim Special Edition version. I will definitely get a hold of that.
Dude, it's good, man.
Oh,
It's good. It's
oh,
good.
I'm very because there's some stuff with RPGs I don't like, stuff I do like, and I've been adding some mods to do turn it into an RPG according to some people within it. But yeah, if it tickles my pickle or if it's just too advanced, I might get it, I might not, depends. Because like
Mm,
I I would like the more depth of an RPG, but I don't want it to be too depth because I'm not massively into RPGs,
mm.
as you know. But there's just some stuff that RPGs offer that Skyrim doesn't. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely I'm up for that. Um,
Yeah, download that shit, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
I'm
That's my gift to you. It also adds potions to the game, by the
yeah.
way.
I mean, I fuck.
And
Wait, potion.
new
Oh,
interesting ones that yeah, they got cool effects like discover drink this potion for 24 hours. If you discover a new location, you have a chance of getting a new perk point.
oh, oh, damn.
Yeah, yeah, stuff like that. Like more XP on all your skills for an hour,
Um,
or like
I mean, like I was sat there like shitting my pants because I had like a mod loadout set up for my original Skyrim that I moved over to
mhm,
Skyrim Special Edition, which a lot of mods weren't there. So, but no, I think the fact that I had to re-download all these mods was the best thing ever because now my mod load order is a lot tighter, a lot more lore friendly,
mm.
and it just adds a lot to it. Like it,
Yeah, that's always the worry in that, like over modding, fucking slowing down your whole game just because you want to add this shit and HTT and fucking
oh, I fuck
immersive patrols
no,
and shit you
no.
don't really need.
Fuck immersive patrols. It's like that. That's like eating up processing power that you won't ever really notice, in my opinion.
Mm.
Like maybe you might like it, maybe you won't. Also, this Renderific here says she recognizes your voice. You sound really familiar.
Hmm.
I mean, it could be
Hmm.
because you're black. She could just be offensive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that could make sense.
I'm twisting your words here. Nah, man, nah.
Fucking
Um,
no,
she's definitely not
I don't
like
know
that.
where you know me from. Fucking, I used to have a little YouTube channel that you'll never find yet again, but doubts you've ever seen that. So that's the thing.
Yeah,
Shall we get onto our topics? So,
yeah. I think
fucking,
I think
you ain't
next
got
on the
nothing.
agenda is your topics.
Oh shit! Is it actually going to transition this time?
We've transitioned. I don't know if it snapped or if it was just like a smooth transition.
It snapped. It snapped.
Snapped.
Today's topic with Andy. Oh my goodness, I feel so honored.
Yeah, man.
Okay, today's topic with Andy is something that, unfortunately, I don't think I've prepared adequately for, but I'd like to talk to you about the weird fuckery that is in the Elder Scrolls in terms of, and I'm talking specifically about Morrowind because they fixed that shit in Skyrim, and okay, I wouldn't say fixed, but they censored this shit in Skyrim. And in
Yeah.
terms of the books, and I mean specific books, I mean specifically the Real Baron Zaya Part 3, where there are some highly sus passages um, referring to certain appendages on cat-like I'm going to stop beating around the bush. Barbed cat penises are mentioned and talked about at great length in this book, and it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird a lot. I'm gonna pick it. I'm gonna pick it up. Hold on. I'm gonna find some passages for you to read. So volume 3. Um, is it volume 3? See, this is why I should have prepared with this one a bit more.
It's all right. Like, I mean, I don't imagine there being a lot to it, with it being like obviously a little thing within Skyrim. I say little thing.
Yeah, but okay. There's the
Well,
Lost
Elder Scrolls
Argonian
even.
Maid. There's
Oh yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. That
There's it.
that's the most well-known one, isn't it?
Hmm, there's something to do with Vivek, where like the guy was high on mushrooms and he wrote it in like a mushroom fueled like trance. Elder Scrolls got some fucked up books, and you should actually read them. Next time you're going through a Skyrim, read the books, okay? No one ever does it, but just read the books. They're the same books in every game, so do it in any Elder Scrolls game.
I mean,
Earlier the better, because they're less censored.
I need to play Morrowind. But no, this is quite an interesting sort of topic.
Why is that?
Like, well, no one really
I'm
looked.
worried. Now you are. Now
No, no,
you're
like
like,
the lore books in Skyrim. Like,
hmm,
I've never really looked at them, mainly because I'm too lazy to read, and they actually haven't got a system for reading books properly. Like, what if I get halfway through a book and
and you want
then
to
what?
put a bookmark.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
bookmark. It's like someone modded
Well,
in.
they're usually like 5 pages each, aren't they? Like, you can read 5 pages.
Someone modded in the entire works of H.P. Lovecraft, and
Oh, shit.
yeah, I want that mod. The only problem is it's not been updated recently, so it's not on Skyrim Special Edition.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's your job. Just
Yeah.
make a patch.
Oh, mate, I wish I fucking
Make
could.
a patch, put it in.
Also, like,
It probably still works just fine, actually.
I'm,
Most mods translate. Sorry.
I know it's your topic, but I just want to put this out there. Like, I was looking for a HP Lovecraft mod, um,
Hmm.
and what was it? One was from Lovers Lab, and I was like, oh god, is it one of those that's just hosted there, but it's not actually that? No, it's bad. I've read a bit of the description, went, nope, not downloading that. There's another one which takes you to the Forbidden City of Rayleigh,
Yeah.
and it's got Cthulhu and shit in it.
How
Yeah,
do you even represent that in graphics?
I mean,
How do you even just
apparently
wavy,
this
floaty triangles? Like what? How would you do that?
apparently this mod didn't know how to do it because it fucking crashes when you open enter the Forbidden City.
That's perfect.
And the only other one is the only other half decent one is the HP Lovecraft books that hasn't been ported over to Special Edition.
Mm,
Fuck this, man. There's no love for HP Lovecraft here. Anyway,
no.
was that all you wanted to say on the books?
Um. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. That is all I wanted to say about the books. Like, I would have said more. Maybe I'll bring more for next time. But
Right.
yeah, nah.
Well, I think that's it for this segment, so we should move on to a nice little segment I want to try out, and I feel it could definitely be a brilliant staple of it. Selling bad games. I'm gonna have sound bites to introduce each section plus transitions, but at the moment, this is perfectly fine, and me saying
You
that
could
in a
use
deep
that. That
voice
was
is fine.
clean. That was clean. You could use that.
Oh mate, no, I've got my flatmate, he's got one, and I feel he can do a really good James Jonah Jameson accent voice. So I
All
feel,
right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
knows what's
Oh,
better.
I see how you're going with that. All
Yeah.
right. Go on. Sell me this game.
Right. Okay. So the game of this week. Oh yes, I will explain this before I actually do that. Um, basically the idea is we'll take a bad game, and we will yeah, we'll take a bad game. Sorry, I read a message and my head went blank. Thanks, Ellie. All I read was "Have you heard?" Yes, the idea is we'll get a game that's notoriously bad, or the collective thought is it's bad. Like, you'll obviously get some people like, oh no, you just don't get the hidden meaning. You don't understand how the glitches have a deeper meaning. No, no, no. We're getting a game that's objectively bad, and we're going to try and sell it to either you or the other person. You don't have to buy it, but I need to make you think it's interesting. And
Just give it a go.
this idea came around from GameStop. Like, some stories I heard from GameStop employees that they were told they have to sell shit to people that didn't want said shit that they were trying to sell. Like, say a game was coming out, they'd have to slam that game even if they didn't want it, because obviously the new game's out. Yeah, it's highest selling game. So you get the point. So
Hmm.
now on to the meat of the topic. Now I've explained it. Have you heard of a game called Super 3D Noah's Ark?
Shit, I could sell this game.
Shit, man, I can sell this game. Now, who out here is a hardcore Christian? Maybe you want to relive
Crickets.
crickets. Maybe you want to relive the iconic moment. I just got an ooh from Ellie. I don't know if that's in reference to what we just said. But yes, maybe you want to relive the iconic moment from the Bible. What is the most iconic moment in the Bible, you might ask? Well, one of the most iconic ones, besides stuff like the burning bush, the Ten Commandments being handed to Moses.
No. Fuck that shit.
You gotta
Noah's
play.
Ark.
You gotta play Super 3D Noah's Ark because that is the story of how Noah himself tamed the animals. Obviously, a lot of animals on an ark. How are you gonna do this? You gotta tame them. You gotta keep them at peace. And how do you do that? In the
Play
style of
E1M1.
oh yes, it's in the style of Wolfenstein 3D. Now, you know it's a good game. It's got to be a good game. Why? Because it's using the basis of a fundamental granddaddy of first-person shooters. This game has the latest in Christian graphics. You go up with a slingshot. What with? Do you have rocks in them? God, no. This is not the Christian way. This is the Noah's Ark way. You have food, and you shoot the food into the mouths of the animals, and they eat the food. What happens when they eat the food? They get sleepy. They want to go to sleep. You've tamed the animal. Now you have to progress through the rest of the arc.
Little
Sedating.
is known, it wasn't put in the Bible, but Noah's a druggie, and he gives drugs to all of his animals. He's got sedatives galore, he got Xanax in his fucking... his fucking... You're getting crunk with his animals, man.
Fuck man, who's selling the game, me or you? So, latest graphics. I think the graphics, they weren't a limitation. No. They were selected. They were chosen specifically. It was a kid-friendly game. We were trying to get the Bible into the hands of all these kids, and video games was a brand new frontier at the time of this game's release. So, we used graphics that would fit lovely with the kind of story you wanted to tell. So we've got nice little cute pixelated goats, got little pixelated cows that go moo. This game's beautiful. So, what do you think? Do you think I've sold Super 3D Noah's Ark to you?
To be honest, actually, fucking yeah.
Yeah?
like, I fucking know it's a shit game, but I kind of want to go play it now.
Yeah, man. That's the idea of the segment. Also, one rule with this segment, I'll have to say now, I cannot use the words "it's so bad it's good" because that
Yeah, nah,
no,
that's cheating.
I have to make you think it's good. And although you know it's bad because you've obviously heard of the game, I've still convinced you, and I would say that's a success. Oh shit! Do
Fucking,
you reckon I should get?
I want to RP as a fucking cocaine fueled like Noah killing bunch of animals with too much sedatives.
Yeah, do you know what I should do? I should make little like tick boxes down there that like tallies up how many wins we have. So like, say if I don't sell you this game, I don't get a win. I mean, next week you'll be pitching a game, won't you?
Yeah.
Yep. So so I get a point. So next week you can get a point.
Ye-
Yeah. Well, yeah, we can make
Sick.
this into a game if not, you know.
Yeah, sure. No, I'm
Yeah.
down for it. Fine.
I mean,
Need some
obviously.
alcohol as well.
Oh, oh yeah, I've got alcohol here, but I'm drinking my tea first. But
Turn it into an Irish tea.
oh, nah, I got a little cocktail I made, a little concoction. But no, no, it don't have to be competitive, obviously, because it's just an ongoing thing, I guess. But it'll be fun just to see who's who can sell the most, who's the best GameStop employee. Anyway,
They can hire you on the spot now.
man, they would hire me on the spot. I can sell shit on a brick. Right, so
What's coming out? What is coming out?
yeah, we're up. Our next section is. Do you want to do this? Do you want to introduce it? I'll let you read it off, and I'll transition it.
The personal release schedule. It's a schedule that's going to be released. I don't know what I'm fucking doing.
The personal release schedule. It's our
Now that's a
personal.
good one.
Oh shit! I left fucking Facebook up. It went ping. That
What
was
are we talking about first, huh?
right.
What are we talking about first?
Anyway, yes. Let me explain. This isn't a release schedule based off of things that are coming out this month. No. This is based off
No.
games that we want to see come out. This is
Yeah.
what we're excited to see. Not you, me.
No. Yeah.
Although, if anyone wants to mention anything that's coming out, we could obviously read the chat and bring it up. I'm happy to do that. We got that. We got that interactivity.
Throw it into the hat.
Yeah.
The realpolitik of the GGWP podcast.
Yeah.
Limited licensed fucking
Patent pending.
pending co
Let's just move it on. Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it? How does Noah get the manta rays onto the fucking ship? Oh. Oh,
God.
fuck. Oh, shit. Ellie has a good one.
Luigi's Mansion 3. What the fuck? That exists?
Yeah, I didn't know there was a second one, to be perfectly honest. But yes, that's a big release coming out. See,
What the fuck?
I'm not excited for the pure basis. I've never played Luigi's Mansion. It sounds like a fun game,
I
and if I
never
ever get
played
a
Luigi's
Switch,
Mansion either.
yeah,
There is a third one coming out.
yeah, if I get a Switch, I would buy that game.
Let's
I,
talk about it.
yeah, man. I mean, there's not much to really say. You know what the first Luigi's Mansion's like. I assume it's
Well,
just more
no,
of the
no,
same.
no, no, no. Let's talk about it. It's coming out for 2019.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
not fucking dead. It's not fucking
it's
dead.
not fucking dead.
It's not fucking dead. So,
Oh yeah, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I know it's iconic, but it just went over
seems
my.
like a Luigi's Mansion 2 didn't get that great reviews. It got 6.5 on Metacritic.
Oh, that shit, man.
So,
Is it just not innovating, sort of thing? Do you reckon it was that?
maybe, but it was on the 3DS, and I have the personal belief that every game is shit on the 3DS, so, take it.
Oh, shit! No, fuck Luigi's Mansion. Ellie's dropped a bomb. This is one that I am excited for. This is the most mundane game ever, yet the most interesting mundane game ever. I love it. Ah, Animal fucking Crossing. Animal fucking Cross. I'm doing PewDiePie thing, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
Aim. I'm gonna stop that before I get DMC claimed. Wall Street Journal's listening in, man. What? Oh, Kiddy Cruz Hope. Ellie, slow down, mate. We haven't even got to our personal. Is this our personal release schedule or yours? uh,
Wait, is Animal Crossing coming out, or
yeah.
is it? Are we talking about Smash here? Or
Right.
what?
No, there is. That's coming on in a second. Don't you get ahead of me, boy. Although if Ellie says something, we have to read it out apparently.
Yeah, true.
But no, Animal.
Yeah, voll mein Führer.
Yeah. No, put my hand down, bad boy. I'm not recuperation myself. Right. Sorry, I only went up a little bit. Don't clip it. I can see you, Ellie. Right. Yes. Animal fucking Crossing. Right. After the Isabelle drop, everyone was like, "Oh, we thought it was an Animal Crossing game." It's like, "No, Isabelle's in Smash." And it's like, "Woo, Isabelle's in Smash." And it's like, "Woo." Not Waluigi though, because fuck that. Um. But
Every single Smash fan is salty, and I love your salty tears. It feeds my power.
I mean, the only way they can make this up is
Especially
if
since Soul
Bowsette was
Calibur
fucking
5, a real fighting game. Oh, 6. A real fighting game is coming out soon, so
I mean, the only way they
enjoy
can
your baby game.
the only way they can make it up to is if they let like announce Bowsette. That's the only way they're gonna make it up to the internet.
I don't know where Bowser came from. I thought it was announced. I thought that was a thing.
Nah, Bowsette is like a fan. Like what was it? There's a Mario game, and if you Toadette wears the crown, and Toadette becomes like a cross between Toadette and Peach. I can't remember the name, but then someone was like, "Well, what if Bowser was to wear it?" And then Bowsette became a thing.
Animal Crossing was revealed for 2019 after they dropped her. Everyone was pretty sure that because they had rendered the 3D Switch, things then surely? Also, the reason why Luigi's Mansion 2 was bad is because it's secular and it didn't flow.
Ah, fair enough. This girl
What does
knows.
Luigi's Mansion got to do with no god? Secular? What does that mean?
Uh, I mean,
Also, Smash has some of these. Yeah, Smash people will kill you. Okay, Smash has the saltiest people in esports. Smash, you. Oh, my controller has a slight defect that makes me play better. What? I can't use it. They fight you. I shouldn't have done that to my mic. Secular, as in the split in levels. Oh, okay.
well, no. Yeah, so Animal Crossing was announced, and it was announced in one of the funniest ways possible. I have to say this. Tom Nook's just sat there in a fucking house with no electric. He looks like he just had a fucking bad divorce and he lost the kids in the fucking lawsuit. He looks depressed. It was just fucking hilarious. Like his lights are flickering and everything. It's like, where the fuck have you been? Like my wife's left me. She's took the kids. I can't see them again. It's like this is like Mrs. Doubtfire, but before like he had the idea to be Mrs. Doubtfire. So he's just sat there like
Who knows
fucking.
that's where I might go.
I bet she fucking took the business as well. I bet he's like unemployed looking for a job. That's why he was on the computer and he's like, "Where the fuck have you been? I'm out of the job now." Timmy and Tommy Nook. Yeah, they ain't with Tom Nook no more.
Can we talk about Doom 2?
Yes, yes. Okay, Ellie, you've said your bit. You said your bit. Out. Get out my way. Get out my way. So yeah, I think we've announced that Ellie's officially going to be on the stream at some point.
Okay, yeah,
Yep,
yeah, probably, yeah,
yep.
yeah,
She
yeah.
is a funny lass, so I'm happy to have her on at some point.
Will be sick.
Also, I just want to say Ellie's also got her own podcast coming up, I believe.
Oh
Which,
shit, for
yeah,
real?
I'm not going to say much else, but like the concept sounds amazing. I'll let her say that. I don't even know if I was meant to say that, but it's like I'm giving you free promotion.
Ali, you get on here and you plug it, okay? You
Yeah,
come up here and plug it, you know?
plug.
Plug it. You give it a little plug.
Oh, she'll pitch that. Oh shit, no. My half-assed emo quiff into oblivion. Oh shit, shit. She's calling out my Peter
For those
Parker.
listening in on the RSS, fucking, he's got an emo quip, man. Fucking, you can see that shit.
Yeah, man.
Check it out on the VOD.
Like fucking. I look like emo Peter Parker. I'm not gonna lie.
You look like emo Peter Griffin, not gonna lie.
But yes, Doom 2. Yes, let's get back on track. We're getting so
Okay, what
sidetracked.
shall we start with? Gameplay or controversy?
You know what? Everyone does controversy. Let's go to the gameplay.
Okay. Gameplay looks fucking sick. Every single gun in Doom that had only one utility, they gave it another.
Yes.
So now every gun is useful in some regard.
Do you know what this is? This isn't Doom 2. This is brutal Doom 1. This is
Nah, it's got its own story and shit.
I
But
know, I
I know
know.
what you mean by that. I know what you mean by
Yeah.
that.
And you get grappling hook. Grappling hook. You
The
got fucking blade on your arm.
semi-automatic shotgun in the first game is now an automatic shotgun in this game.
Ah.
You could just keep fucking firing it. It's like a minigun, you know. It's so because I don't know about you, but I felt like the regular semi-automatic shotgun, not the super shotgun, just turned out to be useless near to like halfway into the game.
I
You know.
see. I'm weird when it comes to games like Quake and Doom and the new Doom. I love the starter shotgun, not the super shotgun. Like, don't get me wrong, the super shotgun is good in a pinch, but I find the standard shotgun more reliable, and I just sort of stick to that more.
But it just does less damage. It's not as good.
It is very true. I mean, it has to have a caveat, doesn't it?
Especially the triple shot is useless.
Oh,
You
it
know,
is. Yeah, the grenade launcher. Don't get me wrong, that's
the
useful.
grenade launcher's good,
Yeah.
but I'd rather just use the super shotgun. You
But,
know.
no, one thing like, have you've seen the concept art, haven't you, for the Doom guy in this? You know, the one where they were showing off the blade arm.
No. I mean, I know about the blade arm from the trailer, but
Yeah.
I don't know what the new Doom guy looks like. I was
If you look in the conference, or like when they were showing off the blade arm, they were showing a bit of concept art with it on the Doom guy. And I cannot be the only one that thinks that the Doom guy's gotten pretty fucking thick. He is one thick boy now. Like, he was muscular in the first one, but now he's like 2 times muscular. That boy is thick. Like, is that just concept art to make him look badass, or is he actually that thick? Like,
I can't find what you're talking about.
look at the E3 press conference. Like, was it? I'll see if I can
I'm
find
not
it.
gonna go back and watch that until like a later time. But
Doom guy play.
here's one thing art related in Dune 2 that looks fucking cool: the new Kaka demons.
Oh
All
yeah.
the huge horns.
There we go.
and the
Yeah.
arms.
I found an image. I'll send it to you.
Sweet.
But yeah. Like, I'll put this in the
In the chat or
yeah.
the description.
Actually, I'm gonna like pull it up in a just here and see if I can just get that.
Ooh, lassie.
He
He
is
a thick boy.
he is a thick boy now, isn't he?
Ooh wee, he a thick pig.
Yeah, he is the award-winning piggy. Right, let's just.
I always found it cool that it's a fucking suit of power armor, but he's still got his arms showing. You know.
Oh, he
He's
didn't
not
have it
totally
before.
protected. Oh, for real?
Yeah, like in before he was full body armor, but in this is like he one thick boy.
If you got it, show it off. You know?
Yeah, man.
The next thing he needs is like thick rug 70s shag hair across his chest. That's the kind of guy Doom guy is, yeah.
I love the
Doom guy is the epitome of manliness, man.
Question is Renion's oh plural.
Is that Renion's cat? No, I don't own a pet other than a hellhound I keep in my under my bed.
Yeah, man.
But,
how is Cerberus?
Oh, you know, He tries to eat me every day, and send help.
Send.
Um,
He's just
but
not your.
no, he all right. He all right. He a good papa.
Here,
He a good papa.
here we go.
He a
I'm
good papa.
transitioning. Here we go. Right. I'm now
Oh
a
shit!
woman. No,
Are we finally gonna
th-
get a
that is
good transition?
that is the thick Doom guy.
Oof!
That is he one thick boy.
He
He
one
very
thick boy.
he very thick.
Anyone listening to the podcast right now is hearing us go, he one thick boy for 5 minutes now.
He very one thick boy.
He
And
one thick boy.
I'm fucking loving how he's like his boots and his glaives gloves. Fuck it, I don't know what they're called, but I love how they look because they're like he was a marine soldier before, clean cut, fresh from the ancient tomb thing. Fuck knows. But now he's war torn. He's like got fucking Mad Max fucking glaives now. He's got a fucking sword that just extends and fucks shit
Ooh.
up. Like
And he's got
damn.
that rocket launcher on his shoulder, and
Oh
he's
yeah,
got the.
yeah. You get a shoulder mounted cannon, which
Ooh,
I love because they were like, yeah, grenades suck, so let's have a shoulder mounted cannon. It can also have flamethrower come out of it.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They were just like, fuck, what's the most
Just,
metal? And it's like,
a
this is
little
the
bit
most
of
metal.
extra damage that you need,
Yeah.
just a little bit more.
This is the Space Marine game we never got. Let's not go there.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't.
Ooh, we're transitioning back smooth.
You're gonna make me feel depressed, okay? Just could you just not go there, like ever
Oh,
in the history of this thing? Just fucking.
Ellie's cat fell
Fucking.
out of the bed. But yes, I want to say on the topic of the cat, he said he doesn't have a camera at the moment, so just get a picture of a cat. I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna get one of the cat hissing for the shits and gigs. I was gonna
I
like,
wanted to put
I was gonna
a
give it like hell
very
eyes as well.
chunky cat.
Oh,
You know, you know those really wide cats.
one chunky boy.
One chunky boy,
It was
but
like the Doom guy of cats,
it's the
except
Doom guy of cats. Yeah,
instead of being like thick, he was fat.
I thought it was CG the first time I saw it.
Yeah,
Not
go
gonna
for
lie.
the elbows, all of the demons. The Achilles elbow. But it's not like the back of the elbow, it's like the front part. I don't know what that bit's called, because like the back's covered in it.
Mm.
But yes, oh, we've got other games that we want to talk about. Oh, no, 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 no,
Yes.
no, we're going to the controversy, then other games.
Oh, the controversy.
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of people um are for some reason very angry, very very angry. These people have no life.
Oh, it's
The
called the
joke,
weenus.
huh?
That little bit of skin, like the opposite side of your elbow, it's called the weenus, apparently.
Right.
Right, Ellie's a permanent member now, so she just smack
Okay,
checks
yeah.
everything for us. Carry on.
You on the podcast now, Ellie.
Yeah, yeah, just we're giving you the keys now. You take it.
Okay, you look good. Dead in. Um, so the controversy being that there was a joke in the demo trailer.
Yeah,
What do you want to call it?
I think everyone knows it. Yeah, like
Everyone knows the joke. It was don't call them demons. Refer to them as mortally challenged.
yeah,
And people have been picking up on other stuff as well, saying that it's to do with politics. Like, if you see something look weird when you're outside, don't worry, it's all part of the plan. It's like a hellscape, and people think that's to do with like Angela Merkel and stuff, and like
Ellie
their jokes.
Ellie sent me a photo of a fat cat laying on its back. I'm gonna send you that now,
100%.
Andy.
Queen of the podcast. Okay.
Ellie's best girl now.
Best girl.
Ellie is the mascot. But yes, carry on, man.
Oh fuck, that's a chunky cat.
Absolute unit.
To all those that think that, you're a baby. You're a little baby, and just it's a joke,
Right.
Just fucking take it.
I fucking loved the joke. Like, the
It was
demonically.
funny,
Like, it's just a parody of fucking Tumblr at the moment. Let's be honest. Like,
and it's just it's a pun.
it's,
When have puns ever been like shitty?
there's been a lot of shitty puns. Let's not talk about dad jokes, but like,
Oh no, puns are always perfect.
they're punny. But yeah, that next bit, what is it? The Earth is the melting pot of the universe. I never got that. Like that bit, like everyone was like offended at that as well, like equally, and I'm like, I don't get that's something that just flew under my
Sorry,
radar.
which one? Which one are we
Was it
talking about?
Earth is the melting pot of the universe? Is it just a term that is
It's talking about London. So the quote is London, or I think it was the West is the melting pot of like the West or something like that.
what does a melting pot mean?
It means all sorts of different cultures come in and like it's supposed to make something beautiful, like a
Ah,
melting pot. You melt your metals in and you get
then you
some
combine to
iron.
make your alloys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Nah, I get that. All right. Um, let's have a look at what other games we got. Um, I had the notepad somewhere, and I think I closed it because I've been given. Oh no, it's on
Do
Discord.
you want me to just pick one out
Um, ooh, here we go.
while you're looking?
Smash, Smash,
Yee,
Smash. I don't have
smash.
a Switch, but I've been looking at a Switch recently, and a lot of my wants games are Smash related.
Yee, tell me about Smash, man. What are you looking
Smash,
forward to?
man, what am I looking forward to? I'm looking forward to playing one of the greatest fighters again. I didn't think it was going to happen again. I thought it was just going to be a a brawl thing, and that was it. You know who I'm on about.
No, I don't.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh
Na
yeah,
na
they brought him
na
back.
na
Yeah,
na na
yeah.
na 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 na
Why isn't
na.
Raiden in the game?
Because he's in the Sony version of
Yeah,
that,
I know, I
which
know,
was
I
actually
know, I
quite
know.
good to be fair. It was good. It
No,
was
it
enjoyable.
wasn't.
They just never did
Don't
another.
you lie.
No, I enjoyed it. It was.
Anyway, Smash is not on PC, so it's not a real video game. So,
Well, yeah, most
seriously though, it
emulators.
does look pretty cool that it's got
Ah,
so many characters that people wanted,
yeah, except for
and
Waluigi. I bet you fucking. Is it? Is it Shigeru Miyamoto? Um,
I don't think so.
um,
It's not
fucking
Miyamoto.
the creator of I don't want Family Guy of Super Smash. Um, oh, Masahiro Sakurai, the one that look whose picture's a black man. But
Probably
yeah,
was a donkey.
fucking
Uh,
Masahiro. Masahiro's was that because of Donkey?
Donkey likes to call a lot of white people or Asian people black for some reason, including himself.
Oh, but yeah, Masahiro Sakurai is probably sat there going, "This is the biggest roster yet. You're all up in arms because you don't have Big Titty Bowsette or fucking Waluigi. I can't do any right." He's probably sat there
Uh,
fucking. He's probably crying himself to sleep right now, like
he
going,
also has to tackle like, okay, you know how people really wanted Ridley, and like ever
"Oh yeah,
since, call it Brawl, no, call it Melee. People wanted
yeah."
Ridley.
People want Ridley since Melee. No one wanted King K. Rool
Ridley
though.
and Metroid in general is not that popular in Japan.
Really?
Yeah, and so a lot of what the West wants is not what Sakurai would want to put in, and Nintendo is a very developer focused company where it's more a single guy rather than a what's the word, committee that makes these games. It's one director whose will is introduced into the game.
I mean that. I know a lot of people say that's quite close-minded because they don't have their ear to the floor. But no, I think that's a very good move on Nintendo's part. Because
Or to stick to their Japanese fan
well,
base, or
no, because well, they don't really do that. They don't really listen to fans that often, do they? Because they stick to what they think's good. Then they're not getting watered down by other people going, "You need to make it more this and that." But also they're not being bummed down by developers because this was Konami's downfall. Um, Konami was sat there going, "Yeah, Kojima, you're making a great game here, but do you mind if we put in microtransactions? Actually, don't finish the game. This is good enough. We'll just stick microtransactions, and that's a game for us." Whereas Nintendo, they're not doing that. And yes, it is very developer orientated. So like when people are crying out for Waluigi, we ain't gonna get it. But it also means
unless they like it. Yeah.
yeah, it also means that we're not gonna get it watered down by people being shoving their political agenda.
It's got its pluses and minuses. True.
Yeah. Also, Ellie said, as she's now best girl of the chat, um, Sakura felt lonely and created Animal Crossing. Also, he put his cat in Pokemon Stadium in the tiny little ice cube house on the Smash map.
Exactly. That's the kind of influence
Did,
one person has on these games,
he's also
where
got
you would
Benjamin
never
Button
get that
disease.
in a FIFA. You know,
Did,
there isn't John FIFA making the FIFA games. It's a committee kind of thing. You know,
also,
all the people at EA working together.
did you know? This is a known fact. Masahiro Sakurai has Benjamin Button disease. He's aging backwards.
Yeah, I think I've seen pictures of him before. He looks so young
Have you
for
seen him when he was young though?
no.
He looks 40. I'm not even
What
joking.
the
He
fuck?
does. When he was young, he looks old. Another fact: Nintendo stopped making games. Um it would take them until 2025 while keeping everything rolling until they went bust. Alice from the future.
Iwata doesn't look that old either. Miyamoto looks old.
I mean, Iwata never aged. Let's just be honest.
No,
Um, Kojima, he didn't ever age. He's just
he just dyed his hair.
no. He just lives, and then like the culture around him, the era just sort of sticks to him like a culture magnet, and that's just how he looks. Like he just looks exactly the same, except he's just got a different phase on.
Yeah, he's got a good stylist, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'll do him. No
yeah, I
homo.
do it. Yeah, no homo.
All the homo.
Can I talk about We Shall Wait?
No, we're waiting for that. Thank you. That's the end of the stream. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
uh, guys, go show this developer some love. There is a video game out there
Yep.
on YouTube. You
You
can
send s-
find it.
send it to me. I'll pull it up.
Uh yeah, sure. I'll send it to
Yeah,
you. I'm
man.
looking for it right now. Um, it's a game, character action game like Devil May Cry called We Shall Wait.
Yeah.
It's made in Unity. It's extremely fast paced.
Yeah.
Really fast paced, and you need to show the developer some love because there's not enough hardcore character action games or hack and slashers or whatever you want to call them out
Um,
there that actually take it to another level. And the problem is he can't finish the game
is it We
without you
Shall
guys
Wait or
showing
We Shall
love.
Wake? Sorry. I found
I think it's We Shall Wake because I
Oh,
can't find it anymore.
yep,
There we go.
yep, there it is. We Shall Wake. It's in block capitals. Post-world acceleration action.
Nokoriware. That's the developer. Go
Yeah.
search for it.
Oh yeah.
Nokoriware.
I found the game. I believe. Yeah, yeah. It definitely looks like a Unity game.
Yeah,
Definitely look.
it's kind of in its bare bones phases, but if you got a strong PC, it's not optimized. But if you got a strong PC, you could run it pretty all right.
Yeah, man.
Uh, give it a go. Give him some money. Support his other game that he did because he's trying to use that game to get money to make the original game called Robot Farm,
Yeah.
where it's like a Pokemon but you grow robots. So it's cool, and you make money. So
This game looks quite good actually.
please support because I really want We Shall Wake. Okay,
Yeah, the art is gorgeous, isn't it? Um,
yeah,
I mean, down here it does look very. That last screenshot reminds me of Nier Automata, but the other two, it looks very flat 2D art. But I believe that once it gets into full swing
it
shaders
looks
and whatnot.
Metal Gear esque. Like, have you seen any of that Metal Gear art where it's all like
Oh yeah,
harsh lines and very
that
stylized?
that man is dirty with a brush.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh god, this got
yeah.
very sexual very quick.
Mm. But
Say
yeah, no, give it a go, give it a go.
that is a very gorgeous looking game though.
Yeah.
Um, one game I want to mention before we move on. Um, it is.
Hey, you got the transitions good.
Yeah, yeah, man. It's just a fade, but I am actually going to make one that will go whoosh whoosh. It's like a little clip thing that intertwines the two. I found out how you do that. I just need to make it. Um,
Okay.
but yeah. What was I saying? Yes, a game I'm looking forward to. Broken Reality. If you have spoken to me, you've heard me talk about this game. Why have I spoken about this game? Andy, what do I like? What do I like?
Uh, you like open world?
I like Vaporwave.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
I'm a big advocate for the Vaporwaves. And oh, do you know what? Let me set the scene, man. Watch this. You're gonna fucking hate me for this.
Are you vaping?
I'm vaping. Vaping for Vaporwave. Come on, man. Get with it.
Oh,
Right.
Jesus. Okay, yep,
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 yep.
yep.
We're hitting that. So,
Okay.
oh, right, okay. Right, so this game, Broken Reality, it's as a vaporwave
6 out of 10.
fuck's sake, fuck's sake. It's a
No, go
vaporwave,
on.
it's a
Yep.
vaporwave walking simulator. I'm gonna find the Tumblr page because it's the best place that actually shows its sort of aesthetic style.
Hmm.
Um, Broken Reality, uh, Tumblr. I mean, like something that annoys me about them though, because the developers don't really talk much. So like everything that they show is fragmented across a lot of fucking different um ah fragmented across a bunch of different sites. So like some of it's on Tumblr, some of it's on Kickstarter, some of it's on Facebook. Unfollowing for that vape. Oh, thank you, Ellie. I love you to bits. Also, she says we're looking forward to her game. I don't know about it, but send it this way, and I will plug it in our next week's hour pick. If
Yee.
you want me to show you a bit. But yeah, moving over to the screen capture. This website encapsulates what broken reality looks like. Like we've got some screenshots here, and
Oh,
yeah, ignore this. It was meant to come out, but it's been delayed till November. I like it actually has the time down
is
here.
it a walking simulator or an adventure game? Because I'm seeing a toolbar at the bottom. You
It's
know.
this isn't the game. This is just their Tumblr page. But yeah,
Oh, right. That's just. Is it concept art or
this
just
is yeah this is
regular vaporwave?
like this no, it is coming out, and I've played the demo. You can play the demo now on Steam
Okay.
or itch.io if you hate convenience. But yeah, this game, this screenshot here, it's I'll describe it. It's about basically. I think there's an underlying story, and I'm picking up on it in this demo. But a lot of it is you just got to do some puzzles to progress through websites. You're walking through a physical embodiment of a website,
Hmm.
and you buy stuff and um you cut up like viruses with your katana. You got your thumb, which is your main tool, but you like things with it.
Right.
And oh, that's in the demo. This bit, it's really gorgeous. It's the something plaza. I forgot what it's called. That's another one. But yeah, it's a vaporwave game. You walk around, you do puzzles. They're light puzzles. Don't expect massive puzzle action, or at least there might be a bit
No,
further on. But the
just
light,
something to keep your brain active. Yeah.
yeah, it's a very much like a walking simulator with puzzle elements, but it's not too much of one
Very
thing.
colorful.
Yeah,
Very colorful.
you are exploring like a a map effectively, which is a server, which is meant to represent a server. Then you're getting your likes through it, and you level up your likes. Don't know what you get by leveling up your likes, but you get use your tools and whatnot, progress through it.
Hmm.
Um, it's it's just a very it's an interesting game. Like I love the concepts. Like you are just walking through a internet world effectively, and it's just about yeah, like if here this one shows you, like that's your Leica. I don't know why it's black, or maybe an upgraded version. There's your katana, which you use to cut through ads. Credit
Hmm.
cards, which you can use to you hit ATMs with it, and you get likes for every one that you can take out. You can only take out a certain amount of money, but you can also buy things and get likes. That's the hyperlinker. So you click on that, and you'll fly up to that little at symbol there. That's the
Would
camp.
you say it's slightly abstract?
It's
Or
slightly abstract. Have you seen it?
no, no, it's a little bit grounded. Like you are in a website, you do have visuals that mostly make sense, but it's a bit out there as well.
It is,
Yeah.
yeah, it is abstract. Yeah, definitely. Like, because it
Yeah.
is vaporwave, and vaporwave is an abstract thing.
Hmm.
And Yeah. So, you know, it is a very interesting game. Now, I think that'll be it for this. Move back onto the
Ooh, that's something we should slot in for the news.
yeah.
Can we please talk about the shutdown of Telltale?
Now, usually I would move us on to a break, but we're making good time, don't you think, Andy?
I think we are.
Yeah, and we've got no need for a break. You don't need to pee or anything, man.
No, no,
Yep.
I'm all good. I could
Hey,
keep going. I could
yep.
keep going all the way through, man.
Hey, if you want to get a drink though, but just in
I got a
case,
little bit of water right here.
if we I got some juice here with alcohol,
Ooh.
man. So yeah, we'll carry on. Although I do want, if we don't get to show it, I'll be upset. So I want to show my break screen. I'm very
Mhm.
happy with how it looks. Look at that, man. Look at that. Yeah.
I can't see it. Yeah, it's got a delay, man. It's
Ah,
got a
got a delay,
delay.
man. Ellie, type in the chat.
Oh, I see it. Oh, it's snazzy.
Very
It's
nice.
very snazzy.
Yeah. So if I was to type into the chat like test, it'll come up on here. Looks very nice. For some reason it doesn't
I mean,
give
there's the
the.
delay. It doesn't.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But
There it is.
yeah, there it is. But yeah, that looks very nice. I'm very happy with this.
So,
First episode, I just want to show off things. So, let's move on to
news.
the news with Andy. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay,
I've
so
got some
here's what I
big
was
things for
gonna
that.
run.
That's going to sound a lot more epic, and I also want music in the background. It's like dun 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 dun, like news music.
Actually, I got that sorted. If you want.
Oh fuck, man! Send it this way. Hold off the news. We're going back to the break.
No, 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 no. I got it sorted. Hold on.
Can
It won't be so professional, but
just send it my way. I'm having it open in the. I have it
no,
in the
I don't
background.
need to. I don't need to. Hold on, hold on,
Yep,
hold on.
yep,
Oh, right, right.
yep. Just
No,
send.
no, 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 no. I don't need to. Okay, I'm gonna go through my notes for the news. We're gonna go through the news story.
Oh, I thought you got your news music. I thought you were sending me news music
I
so I
got
could play
news music. I got news music. I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna play it down the fucking mic.
it.
This is gonna be as ghetto as possible.
Mate, just fucking send it this way. You're not ruining my fucking stream.
I brought it up on the fucking phone.
Oh man, I fucking. All right, right. Let's do this. Right, we're back.
Okay.
The news with
One
Andy.
time shittily while I try and find it on my computer as well.
Oh fuck's sake.
Okay. Are you guys ready for the news?
This is gonna be ghetto as fuck, man. Also, hello
Okay.
to James, who's just joined us in the chat.
Ayo. Okay. Okay, let's go.
Well,
Let's go.
go on.
EA's loot box criminal suit in 34 seconds. Oh god, okay, no.
Is that an advert?
And now my phone's lagging out and the advert's still playing.
You wanted ghetto, you
Oh,
fucking got ghetto, man.
oh Jesus. Okay. Sorry? I'll just send you the link.
You just fucking send me the link, man.
I'll just send you the link.
My view has gone down one.
No!
No.
Come back.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So
That is
will I be
brilliant.
able to hear the countdown timer?
Countdown time. Maybe. I don't know.
We'll see.
Ah, fuck it. I'll just play it. Oh, it's fucking countdown. It's fucking
Yeah.
copyright, man. Ah, fuck
Tell you
it.
what,
I don't care.
I'll go as fast as I can, and
Just-
you can do the dun 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 dun.
Just fucking get on with the news, man. Let's just get on with the news.
Okay.
Yep.
So Belgium is investigating EA as they declare that loot boxes are in fact a game of chance. In response, many companies such as Valve, Blizzard, and 2K have also backed down with loot box systems in the Belgian versions of their games. However, EA does not consider their loot box systems to be a form of gambling.
Fucking hell, you ended gambling right on the din.
Oh, right, that was the whole 34 seconds. I got tons more news.
But then that was just fucking. Oh shit, man. We're never doing that again, but it was fucking brilliant. I was like cracking up laughing whilst you were fucking saying that. Oh. Also, now YouTube's recommending shit for me to watch. Close that.
So EA released a statement saying, "We strongly believe that our games are developed and implemented ethically and lawfully around the world, and take these responsibilities seriously. We care deeply about our players are having. We care deeply that our players are having fun, and that they have a fair experience in all of our games, and take great care to ensure that each game is marketed responsibly, including in compliance with regional rating standards. We welcome the dialogue with with Minister Greens on these topics, as we do not agree that our games can be considered as any form of gambling. Companies that don't comply with Belgian law in that regard could risk a prison sentence of up to 5 years and a fine of up to €800,000. The Belgian Gaming Commission describes the system as an illegal game of chance because players don't know exactly what the loot box contains when they make a purchase, and that players' happiness is not based on the game itself, but rather, quote, whether or not you receive a rare object. Discuss. It's gambling. It's fucking gambling. It's fucking gambling.
Sorry, no, I just had to mute my mic because I was vaping.
Oh,
Yeah. So, just want to put this out there again, as it's new. I want to explain this segment. We are doing the sit down for approach of we're talking about a topic. Objectively, we're giving just the facts, and then we're giving the our opinions afterwards. So now Andy said discuss, we're discussing it. So this is where the fact ends and the our personal opinions start, and then we'll do it for the next few articles. We have another 2 or 3, don't we? We
2,
it, no,
4.
oh no, how did you go from 2
So
to
we got 3 more.
3 more? Okay, yeah. So yeah,
2 of them are Diddy ones.
so yeah, moving on. Not moving on. EA gambling. It's fucking gambling. Am I
It's
correct?
fucking gambling.
Am I correct in thinking that they also asked their users to message their local MPs about them um actually
Yes, you would be 100% correct about that. They are asking you to go ask your local governmental representative to defend EA games and say that it's not gambling.
the
But
bullshittery just gets creamier and creamier. Like this is some sloppy shit right here.
it's some shit, man.
It's- don't sugarcoat it. It's some sloppy shit.
It's some sloppy shit. It's some sloppy shit with a little bit of fat, like a little bit of rind on the side.
I
You know,
mean,
when
th-
your dog does like a diarrhea, it's kind
like
of like that.
do you know what this is? This is like those really ghetto fucking hot dog stands in the middle of New York. And you're like, yo, dog, can I get a chili dog? Because apparently everyone in New York's black.
Hmm.
And a stereotype of black people as well, poorly done as well by me. Um, and EA is like, yeah, sure, you can have a chili dog. It's some fat, greasy man. He pulls down his pants in clear view of you, shit, sloppy diarrhea into a fucking bun, slaps the word microtransactions onto the bun, and then fucking sells you it. And you're like, yeah, dog, I want more of that shit. But quite literally shit. And it's just fucking. I'm sorry. So I've noticed my viewers are just slashed straight in half after saying that, but still, that is effectively what EA is doing right now. Like, because their fucking microtransactions aren't fucking ethical. Like,
Not at all.
it's not even it's not even like I can accept microtransactions and loot boxes. Well, it's not microtransactions, it's loot boxes, isn't it? I can
Hmm.
accept loot boxes if it's done in the Overwatch style, which is yeah, I want to say this now. I like how Overwatch has done it. Um, they're
I don't.
using, well, I mean, this is my opinion on it
We'll
anyway.
talk about that. Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, like they want to sustain the growth and continuation of the game, and obviously the more interest in the game, the longer it will stay. So the more people are buying loot boxes, the longer the game's going to go around because the money is. I know going into Activision's back pocket, but Activision Blizzard's back pocket, but that means that they're willing to put more time, effort, and money into the game to keep it going. So if you love Overwatch, which I haven't played in ages, you're going to get more Overwatch as a result of this. But also, you're not gaining an advantage. You're getting some skins. Like, unless, like, the only advantage you may get is, like, those ones that, like, extreme pro gamers use. It's like, oh, this one gives you slight advantage because, like, the animation is slightly different. But that's the only way I think you can get an advantage, and it's so minuscule. It's not like you're gaining 5% more shooting power like you can in some fucking EA games.
Man, the problem is that most of those skins are just recolors. And so the chances of you getting something that you want is not that great. And just like the Belgian Gaming Commission said,
Yeah,
whether or not you receive a rare object is the pull of the loot box, not
yeah.
you wanting to get
Like
a certain skin, you
I
know?
I appreciate the model, which is no benefits in the game, and the fact that yeah, the loot boxes sustain the life of the game. The actual what's in the loot box itself, that can go fuck itself. I'm sick
Mm.
of getting fucking sprays. I'm sick of getting reskins. Just give me fucking Witch Mercy, and I'll play your game again. You won't give me
Mm.
that, I stop playing. Or give me Police Diva. That's all I want. That's all I want in my life. I want I want Witch Mercy and Police Diva.
You can't trade skins with each other either, can you?
Nope, you can trade them in, which is bad and good because like you can obviously trade it in, gets a minor currency boost, and then put that back towards getting
More
another
loot
skin.
boxes. Oh yeah,
Actually,
no, you could buy a skin outright, can't you?
yeah. But that means you are able to get fucked over twice by the same shitty fucking spray.
Mm.
But yeah, like um, Quake Champions implements a system like this. You know what? You get half decent shit. Like, if you get a loot box, you feel like you're getting something out of that loot box. Like, you're not getting a shitty spray. Like, you get skin parts, you get costume parts, cosmetics. Like you do get the reskins, which is just changing the color palette, and that does suck colossal dick, especially for how long it takes to fucking load them to get rid of the fucking notification that you've actually acknowledged that you got this shit. But no, like in all, it's like I like how they use that system in there because that is a game I want to see keep going. Um, and yeah, there are multiple. There's three ways of getting that thing. Like you can get money in games to buy the lower end loot boxes. Then you can get the paid currency to get the higher end loot boxes. Then you can get this other currency that you get by getting duplicates, and
Mm.
another way which you can use to get the middle tier crates. So you can get a lot of shit without paying for stuff, and I have done that myself. Like I've got some pretty decent shit,
Mm.
and it's a game I like anyway. So I'm happy to just throw a bit of money at the loot boxes anyway. You know,
I
just
would
be
rather nothing is free and I could just pay for what I want, you know? Just get the skin I want.
the Fortnite approach. And you know what? In an ideal world, that would be there as well.
Mm.
But there's no denying that that is a way of getting money. Um, more money out of one product effectively,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that is why it's gambling effectively. But it means to me that that game that I love is going to continue going and growing. Um, like Overwatch, I couldn't give a shit about that now. I think it's got a more ethical way. Star Wars Battlefront could suck my dick, because I enjoyed that game and they absolutely just destroyed the game that I enjoyed.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't, while it can make it grow, it can also kill it instantly. Yeah.
It's because there was too much emphasis on the loot
Loot
boxes and not
boxes.
the game.
They did that for one of the Battlefield games as well, didn't they?
Yeah. So yeah, next news topic. What we got next, man?
DMC5 has microtransactions.
Oh, we're getting the good stuff this week, aren't we?
So, Devil May Cry is going to introduce what? Hideki Kamiya. Nope. Hideki Hitsuno calls a diversity statue store. Divinity statue store. Okay, so my notes are like too far away from the screen. For a divinity
Good
statue
luck, man.
store. In this store, people will be able to spend money on orbs, and these orbs will be able to buy character upgrades in the game. Itsuno explains that if they want to save time and just want to get all the stuff at once, those people can do that by purchasing the orbs. Itsuno promises that these things are easily gotten in the game normally and can be bought for cheaper. Uh, oh, he promises that things that are easily gotten in the game can be bought for cheaper, and that stuff that is harder to get and harder to master, such as different moves, is going to be more expensive. Um, Now, before we actually do discuss, there are two facts that I'd like to say, and those two facts are Itsuno has done this before, and Itsuno did not make the game cancerous. So he did this twice in Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, and he did it in Dragon's Dogma. and
Yeah.
both times you don't need to do anything to unlock anything.
All right.
Sorry, you don't need to pay anything to unlock anything. I think it's probably just Capcom saying you got to do it. It's the only way to get those Call of Duty numbers. Supplement our income. It's it. You can just do everything. It's for lazy people, or if you want to waste your money.
Yeah.
It's not a jump ahead. It's actually a bit of a detriment to the game if you do buy it, because you're ruining the progression.
So it is a thing that is there, like,
It's a thing that's there, but okay. So in a regular level of Devil May Cry, in like the first level, I got 10,000 orbs. On the store, I think you could buy 10,000 orbs. You get what I'm saying?
so
Like,
are
hold
you
on, let me just check on Devil May Cry 4, that is.
are you saying that this is doing these microtransactions are doing what everyone has been using as their scapegoat for so long? They are there to help people that don't have time, and not as a way of squeezing more money out of you by artificially
I'm
inflating
saying
things to make
no.
you buy.
I'm saying they are a way of squeezing more money at you, but for everyone else who's never going to buy microtransactions is not going to get in the way of the video game.
That's brilliant.
It's never going to get in the way of the video game.
Is
Yeah,
like video game comes first, and I'm not gonna lie, there are people that don't have time for these things,
yeah.
and
It does help a very small minority of people. Okay. 79p. Yeah, one blue orb. A blue orb in Devil May Cry gives you one extra little bar of health. And you get them in game. You can get every single blue orb in the game, and it'll take you to the full amount of health for every character.
so
200,000 proud souls. Okay, that's cheating. £2.39, 200,000 proud souls. That's enough proud souls to make one character unlock every move. So you'll still be shit at the character
so
because there was no progression.
so what are your thoughts on it? Good, bad?
It's shitty, no doubt. Microtransactions, even though I did defend them a little bit earlier, I don't like them.
I mean,
But
microtransactions are the lesser of two evils at this moment in time.
you can ignore
My
them.
phone's froze. Uh,
Just ignore it is what I'm going to say. Who knows? It may be different
yeah.
for this game, but in terms of track record, just ignore it. The only one piece of DLC that does make me annoyed is the fact that Lady and Trish has costumes, and that costs money, and you can't um, unlock that.
Yeah. Um, I don't, I mean, costume DLC is a thing. Like, do you know how much Dead or Alive has in terms of costumes?
Yeah, but it's the special edition, and everyone else got
Ah,
costumes.
right.
Virgil's, and they're unlocked from the very beginning. So Dante, Nero, and Virgil all have alternate costumes, but Lady and Trish don't, and they just so happen to be able to be bought as DLC.
Yeah.
That screams like they just ripped it out so that you
Yeah.
can sell.
Nah, yeah, that's fair enough. That sounds dirty. All right. Next topic then.
Yep.
Yep.
Next topic. So the PS1 Classic. So Sony's announced the PlayStation Classic, set to release on the 3rd of December 2018. It'll feature 20 pre-installed video games such as Tekken 3, Final Fantasy 7, Jumping Flash, Wild Arms, Ridge Racer, Type 4. It'll feature 2 replicas of the wired PlayStation controllers without analog sticks. It'll
Yeah,
also
that
feature a HDMI output, which will be in 720p. And it's 45% smaller than the original PlayStation 1.
yeah, I ruined the flow. Like I said, I'd let you talk, and I was just like trying to make a point or something because I know I'll forget it. But yeah, why didn't you have the analog controllers on there? Sony, I know exactly what you're gonna fucking do. You're gonna
Release them
resell.
again. Yep.
Yep, you're gonna resell it with the analog sticks.
I should have found some more information. Do you know if they're using USB? Because maybe you could just use your own controllers?
It's I
Or is
looked
it
at the
their own proprietary slot that they had for the PlayStation 1 originally?
sorry. Um, it looks like it's got like the same casing as the original one, like just as an
Hmm.
aesthetic thing, but ultimately it is USB,
Okay.
from what I can gather. I've not seen anything confirmed or not confirmed, but have seen photos of it, and it does look like your bog standard USB A.
That's good.
Yeah, man. So I'm quite happy about that.
You could just plug in different controller, you know?
Yeah, that's if it's supported,
That is if it's supported. But
but I should see.
I know there's a maker culture out there and they're gonna make their own controllers. They're gonna
Yeah,
I
but
don't know what you guys do, flash it or whatever. I don't know how that works, but
I mean,
they'll get it working.
even if like they don't have like Xbox controllers work on it, which I don't expect it to work on it. Um,
Mm.
I should imagine like the PlayStation 3 or 4 controllers will work perfectly fine. So
Hopefully.
yeah, I mean, I shouldn't see why not. Like, if they don't let it work, they're just being a dick.
Yeah.
Like,
Money
it's.
grubbers, but they should.
Other than that, no, I'm quite happy with it. I'm quite excited. If it is USB, I expect that to happen. If not, I'm gonna call you a cunt.
We'll see.
And
Sony, you're on cunt watch.
and on to the next topic. Are
Uh
we out of topics?
we got one last topic,
One last topic.
but
Ooh, topic?
it's a little bit of a
Topic.
rumor. It's a very small ditty topic, and for some reason I can't open the link. So the N64 Mini or the N64 Classic, or there's no, it's just a rumored name. This is all rumors.
Rumor
Ooh.
has it.
Uh, Nintendo's response to the PlayStation Classic is rumored to come out soon, but we don't know what it is. So there you go.
See, I sent you this one, didn't I? 'Cause I wanted you to talk about it.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, do you know more than me? Because I couldn't
um,
find shit all about it
nope,
anywhere. Nothing concrete.
nope. I just wanted to talk about it.
Okay.
So yes, it's been rumored. I think the patent has been pending for the Nintendo 64 Mini. But out of I written down slash classic because like they've been calling it the NES Classic, the SNES Classic. I think with it reaching the sort of more modern eras, like 90s kids will remember it. I think they're gonna go call it the Mini rather than the
Hmm.
Classic. But ultimately, I think it's going to be exactly what it says on the tin. It's going to be the N64 Classic version. Problem is what do we expect to see on it? What would you
All the
want to
big
see on it?
games. I'd want to see it not just as an emulator.
Well,
I'd want it as a proper console that does high res N64 games accurately in proper colors. And I'd want it to be so that you can ideally load ROMs on it.
oh fuck. I mean,
That would be the but at the very least have a store where you could rebuy the games.
yes, definitely. See, I I'd fucking flash it anyway. Like I know someone out there will do it, and I'm willing to do that myself. Like just follow a tutorial.
Mm.
If they don't let you do it, but like um, it's just gone blank again. Right, you said the big games. You want to see the big games on there? Now, there's one small caveat.
Was that?
Name some of the big games on the N64, and
Um,
I bet you some of them come from Rare. So we're talking Perfect Dark, we're talking Banjo-Kazooie, we're talking GoldenEye.
yeah.
Now, unless they were to make a deal with Microsoft, we're not going to see any of them, with the exception of
It
Donkey Kong
depends
Country. Was there a Donkey?
how it depends how the rights work.
It's
Because if it's like, yeah, we own these properties in perpetuity, they're Nintendo properties now.
yeah,
Because have you seen any rare properties that released on the Nintendo first anywhere else
no,
other
that
than they stick to Nintendo?
the
So
I I don't know how that works or how it will work, but I know one thing: we will not see GoldenEye on it. because MGM own the rights mostly to that. I think
Yeah,
so. If that was to happen again, if they were to bring it out, you wouldn't see that, which is it's the biggest stinger because you know me. I love GoldenEye with a burning passion. I've tried to find every single way to find it and play it, and the closest I've got to a good modern experience
is the
is
Wii remake.
fuck that. No, the Wii remake can suck my ass.
I
No,
finished the game.
I'm sorry, man. How
Oh, it's all right.
how much was the therapy to
It
help
was the
yourself?
closest thing I had to Call of Duty.
A fucking Call of Duty on the Wii, man.
I didn't have that.
But no, oh fuck, I've heard bad things about it. Anyway, anyway, what I will say is, Golden emulator. There is a unique emulator that was specifically designed for GoldenEye Perfect Dark called 1964.
Hmm.
This emulator was designed to be basically it's take GoldenEye and it will allow you to use WASD, mouse and keyboard, all that sort of stuff to play your game. And that is exactly how I want GoldenEye. The ability to use it on a new controller that isn't the, gotta be frank, the shitty N64 controller.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, be able to play the game again. It'll be new, it'll be fresh, it'll be great. Like, and it is exactly that. But
The just
and
like
like not without
just
sorry,
emulate, you know. Sorry,
yeah,
I
this
cut
was
you
an
off,
emulator,
but
so like
yeah,
you wouldn't be touching the you wouldn't be, it's not touching the graphics at all or anything like that. It is exactly
no.
the game as you found it, but with mouse and keyboard. But
Hmm.
that's the thought. Talking about the controller, how do you think they're going to do that? Because I've noticed the classic and the SNES, sorry, the SNES and the NES classics, they have had smaller controllers, haven't they? Am I correct? Like
Uh,
not massively small, because
I
obviously you won't be able
think
to
I
hold it.
saw that.
Yeah.
Let's take
See, I haven't owned one, so I couldn't say.
SNES Classic. No, no, the controller looks about the same size as the console itself. That's really small.
Oh, see, I thought like it was maybe a bit smaller, like than the NES classics.
No, no, that controller looks normal.
Okay.
Yeah, it don't look diddy at all.
All
In
right.
fact,
Well,
this one looks wireless. Jesus.
oh, you're looking at 8-bit Do controllers, 8-bit Do controllers.
No, no, I'm looking at SNES Classic Edition.
Oh, fair enough then,
Yeah.
because I know 8-bit Do did some controllers for that, and well, they
Well, mm,
they look exactly the same, just wireless. In fact, you can actually with 8-bit Do's kit, you can actually mod the classic controllers, like these ones from the NES, to work with almost anything that takes Bluetooth.
mm.
It's really good. But yeah, I was gonna say if they do make a smaller version of the controller anyway, how the fuck will that work? That thing was cumbersome before they shrunk it.
And the
So,
three prongs and fucking.
ah, no, no,
I think they should keep the three prongs. Stick to your guns.
stick to guns.
Keep to what's right, you know?
Yeah. So yeah. So that was all our topics for today's news.
Yep. Let's
Ta
move on.
Time to move on to
Games
games we'd
we
like
like
to
to see.
see. Wait, you do yours, man. You do
That
yours,
must have
man.
sounded like shit.
It was fucking. It was.
Okay, let's do it one at a time.
Yeah.
You first.
Oh no, I did mine. Mine was bombastic. You could hear
Yeah,
mine.
I was talking over, you know.
No, no,
Okay.
you do yours.
Okay.
You.
Get games we like to see.
What was that? Games we'd like to see.
Gays we like to see.
Gays.
Gays we like to see.
My favourite gay to see is Stephen Fry. I love seeing him on QI.
Oh, he's pretty alright.
Yeah, and he's definitely gay, which shocked me. I didn't. He didn't look
It's
gay
kind
to
of
me.
weird. Stephen Fry's like your granddad. Your granddad can't be gay.
Yeah, you know what? That is the best way of describing it. But anyway, regardless of that, Stephen Fry is an amazing person. QI is amazing. But that's not
Yeah,
what we're talking about here. We're talking about games we'd like to see. So,
yeah.
um, you've gone first for most of them, so I want to take the reins on this one. So,
Yeet.
let me see if I can find it. It's chat, and I'm like bouncing back and forth between the chat and your chat. Right. So games we'd like to see. So my little concept for a game. Right. Let me get this. Let me talk about this section first. Games we'd like to see is basically just ideas, concepts we'd like to see. It could be like proprietary, like I would like to see GoldenEye re-released, or it could be something like an idea that you would like to see implemented into a game. It doesn't have to be big, it doesn't have to be small, but you just want to see it happen one day and play it. So, another one example could be is I'd like to see a game where time moves only when you move. Boom, super hot. Obviously, if super hot didn't exist, then we'll talk about it, but just to give you an idea. So, you get the concept right, Andy?
Yep, get the
Yep.
concept.
Everyone in the chat get the concept. If you don't get the concept, I'm happy to talk with it again. But basically, my idea. This is a game, and it's. I will disclose this. This is nothing like, um, what's that game called? Dead by Daylight, Death by Daylight, even,
Hmm.
or Evolve. This game is basically it can be cooperative, it can be single player, but it's mainly more because no real gain to having it cooperative other than having friends there experience it with you. So but basically, this game is you are in a city. You're in a
Yep.
city or a village or something. Like you get a setting, you get a map, and a big creature comes. Big creature. We're talking big. We're talking. You cannot get this whole thing in your frame. It's that big. So I want this game to be the Godzilla movies, but instead of being the military or Godzilla, you are the person that's getting his car kicked in. So basically, the idea is not to win. You can't win. You were fucking I don't know shopping for groceries when this happened. So you're not gonna pull like your giant killing pistol out your back pocket and start going hell to leather. No, you are. You've got to get to safety.
Yeah, you
You've
got to
got
run away.
you've got to be safe. Now you may not. You may be looking. You might not be anywhere near this creature. So you just look off from the offset as this creature just comes in, kicking shit down and fucking things up. I want this game to be highly destructible. That is a key element to add to the awe and fascination of this game.
Hmm.
Now, I was thinking that this game could be a Attack on Titan game, or it could be a uh, Cloverfield game or Godzilla game. But why not have all? Why not do what Death by Daylight does and have a game that's built around this concept and you have different you know it spawns you in a random map and you don't know what creature's coming. And then all you see is boom, boom, and you hear that iconic. "Rah!" I can't do that. That sounded more like the Grudge, didn't it?
No, it sounded good. It sounded good.
Um, and so you're like, oh shit, it Godzilla in a highly offensive Asian accent.
Yeah, of
And
course. You'd have to.
next thing you know, you're walking down the street as Godzilla is just walking, but he clips the car with his toenail, and his car barrel rolls past your face.
That'd be pretty sick.
Oh, it'd be sick, yeah. And this game is big, it's cumbersome, it's like scary. Like why not? Or you could have I don't know Mothra, because Godzilla universe is big. King Kong, fuck it, why not? And King Kong,
Some Shadow of the Colossus shit, you know?
yeah, very much like Shadow of Colossus, but instead of being the guy that's stabbing away at the thing, you're just
Just gotta run.
you're in the city, you're getting your ass kicked. Um, why not Clover from Cloverfield? Why not a Titan from Attack on Titan have multiple up the difficulty? Why
Hmm.
not a game mode where fucking Godzilla and Mothra, because it's the only other one I know, are fighting? So like now you're not just in a city where this guy's just like, oh, let's just have a little dainty stroll and kick down your buildings like a kid in a fucking sandpit. You're now in a battle zone between two gods, two creature gods. And why not stop there? We've got other intellectual properties we can play with. How about Cthulhu? Big old fish lips
Nah, you
himself.
can't play that. You can't play against Cthulhu.
You don't play against Cthulhu. You're just in the same playground as Cthulhu.
Oh yeah, Cthulhu comes down. Whoops, I'm crazy.
I
That's
mean,
it. It's done.
I think that'd be interesting because, like, obviously, people, before Cthulhu comes in, you can add things in like people are on edge, they're nervous. You hear someone talk about the nightmares. I'm sat
Yeah,
still,
yeah,
like
and
Peter
cults
Molyneux.
start forming, and yeah, all right,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
sure.
obviously you can't witness all this before the creature comes because I imagine it's by session. You go and you load it up and oh, I wonder what creature it is today. So obviously you won't get too much before the it kicks up and goes off. But why not have like I mean the Lovecraftian universe, the Cthulhu mythos has a lot of interesting creatures there. So why not carry it on like having these different creatures like Cthulhu? You can have different elements like Clover. One element of Cloverfield was it's like fleas. Effectively, its fleas were like predatorious dogs that could kill you quite easily if you got scratched by it.
Hmm.
Like, so why not?
Tinderlow sounds.
Yeah, like each creature has their own thing. Like Titans, they're very fast. Godzilla breathes fire. King Kong, he's pretty standard, so I imagine he'll be like a default.
Yeah,
He'll be like the Mario of it. So you get a lot of creatures here, like bringing in like different elements to the game. So you don't know what it is. You don't know what challenge you're going against. Oh, what's that? Oh no, I'm seeing Cthulhu. This is going to get very scary very quickly. Cthulhu has minions as well. Like it'd be like Clover's ones, except these things are a lot more intelligible. I can't remember what the creatures are called, but yeah.
hmm.
And the idea is not to kill it. It's just to survive. And there is an end game when obviously you get evacuated or the creature is attacked by the military. Not going to say the military is going to win, but it fades to black then. It doesn't matter by that point. You did your bit and survived.
Yeah.
Why not add objectives into it? You have a family.
Grab
Um,
them, get
got,
the gun.
grab them, get the car, get going. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I said no guns, but you could have an element of gun wielding when it comes to
You never know. Like
the little creatures.
crazy people when desperate times are happening. You know.
Yeah, I mean the smaller creatures like that will be coming out and getting you. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah. If it's Cloverfield, yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
So guns like that would definitely come in handy. Um, so it would be definitely an idea. Like this game like is a concept I'd love to see. And you know what? It's not even my idea. I got it off a fucking NerdCube video. He was talking about it in something, but the idea is still one that fascinates me because I like the idea. The only reason I got into the Cthulhu mythos, it's the idea of being so insignificant. You're not going to come out and pull a gun out and hit him in the his weak spot, his eye, and he's going to come down. You're going to go in like Duke Nukem and rip his fucking eye out and kick it across
No,
the football field. You're not
you
doing that.
just can't win. You're
You're
just a regular guy. Yeah.
you're you and you're weak. And do you know what I did forget? We forgot
Well,
to mention about Telltale's closing in the news section.
um, we'll talk about it last.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
We could bring it up a bit later on.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What about your game then? And then I would like to go for a quick break because I need a pee.
All right, sure.
Yep.
So I've been playing a few 4X games. Um,
Give them a quick Google.
sorry, not 4X. In truth, Paradox games. What are those called?
Oh,
Grand Strategy. And I wanted to mix the two. I wanted to mix Grand Strategy and 4X in a more meaningful way. So I wanted a Paradox game where you were creating a civilization, like a fantasy civilization, that's completely unique. And you could go down all sorts of political routes that would
ah,
make events and big events like World War II, yeah, can't happen in a fantasy game. Like, you can't make the World War II of
Elder Scrolls.
um no,
Oh,
no. I'm trying to think of a 4X game. You can't make the World War II of Civ 5
yeah,
because there'll be no event for World War II.
yeah,
You you can't have specific events in Civ 5 that are like you're America, so Civil War, and then your whole country splits into. I want that kind of shit, but randomly generated for your specific nation that
yeah.
actually counts as
So
a boost to your history.
I,
You
I
know?
I quite like that concept because I've noticed in these games like I can't remember what is it. I think like Crusader Kings or another one like you can be a civilization. You can bring it up and you could do things, but you feel obligated to stick to that country's history to an extent.
To
And
an extent, yeah.
and you also even if like you don't follow that history correctly, you also have the biases of those stereotypes of that culture. So why not make your own culture, your own country, your own flag?
Mm.
So that is something I like the concept of. And if you were to go into more depth about it, like I don't know how much depth you can go into it because these games are quite processor heavy, but being able to cause events like World War Two, like it's not
Like
just a minor war, it's not a crusade,
something
it's
I was thinking is like your race is very religious,
yeah,
and so now you have mechanics specific to your race to do with the religious majority and trying to appease them, like you would in a Paradox game, but you never got to see in. I'm trying to remember what their space game, the Space Paradox game, was.
uh,
Um,
I've got a couple of up. That's Shigeru Miyamoto, that's Tumblr, that's not what I want.
hold on,
There's a lot of shit
That's,
up here. I've got to close some tabs down.
I'm looking for it myself because it's going through my head and I can't seem to find it.
Shit, they've done a lot of games.
Yeah, they've done a lot of games.
They've done a lot of get Hearts of Iron. That's a good one I need to play.
Shadowrun Returns,
Leviathan.
Stellaris. So in Stellaris, it's kind of like what I'm saying. You make your own race, you make your own flag, you make your own people, but the
Yeah, I think of
events
Polaris.
aren't as interesting or as mechanic changing as anything that you'd pick while you're making a race in the first place.
Yeah,
Whereas I in another Paradox game uh like Europa Universalis, you're China. You have the imperial, you have the mandate of heaven. You got to make sure that everybody knows that you're a fucking god still, and that's a mechanic specific to your country. And I
yeah,
want those kind of things generated as your race grows and changes. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Uh,
that's me. That's what I had in mind.
that's pretty good, man. So yeah, I wanna put to a break shortly, so feel free to talk amongst yourselves, and we'll be coming back very shortly. To go on to the topic with me.
Bye bye.
Hello, and we're back.
Yo, yo.
Right, I've realised one thing that I need to do.
What was it?
I need a segment that doesn't say now playing. It's just a segment we can use to bridge between things, and it's just our faces. So this bit right now currently says today's topic with me, but I've not yet to introduce that. So that is definitely something I can do to improve it. But all in all, welcome back. I hope you guys had a nice little brief break. I went and picked up some almond milk.
Almond milk for all your almondy needs.
Yeah. Why do I have almond milk, might you ask? Because I
Why?
wanted to try vegan alternatives to milk, not for any particular reason. I just wanted to see how they tasted. So I have soy milk in my fridge.
Verdict?
But you know what? I very much enjoy the almond milk. My only complaint is it could be a little creamier, but I'm fully aware that cream is a dairy product that you know, isn't for vegans. So adding cream to almond milk would negate it.
Hmm.
But ultimately, if it's a little creamier, a little fattier, I'd fucking have that for days. Like that, this is actually quite good. I like a bit of a nutty flavour.
So right now it feels like a semi-skimmed almond milk where you want to actually have a 2% almond milk.
Oh, not semi-skimmed. It is like full skimmed. No, there's no semi about
Oh,
it.
that watery.
It,
Ugh.
it definitely has a watery flavour onto it. But if it was add cream into it, like it would be good. I'm like happy to get some like whipped cream, like actually mix it in. That would be great.
Hmm.
But yeah, welcome back to vegan chats.
I ain't no vegan.
Nah, we're going back to that meat. The meat of today's topic. We are going back to
The meat of
today's topic.
smooth.
Yes. Oh, that was a segue and a half
That
I've ever
was a
heard one.
segue.
Oh,
Nice.
get on my level, Linus Tech Tips. Get on my level. Right, so today's topic with me. Now, I was originally going to talk about Euro Truck or modding or SCS softwares, but I had something that's a lot more prominent, a lot more, how should we put it? A lot more interesting.
Right.
You'll see it when when the stream shows up on your end. I'm drinking a cup that says Konami's Tears.
Right.
Yep, I have a cup that says Konami's Tears on it.
It's a
Um,
very nice cup, by the way.
my girlfriend bought me it, and I love it to bits.
Hmm.
Yes. Uh, anyway, so ironically enough, she bought it for me, but because I have a really big mug, I use that more. But I do like that mug, and if anything was to happen to it, I'd cry. It's just because it's a little mug that I don't use it often. If it's a big mug, I'd
Hmm.
use it a lot. That would be my go-to mug. But enough about my mug and my milk. Let's get back to the
What's the
games.
topic, my dude?
Welcome back to Off-Topic Gamer Chat. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yes. So Konami. What the fuck has happened to Konami?
What the fuck has happened to Konami? I
Like,
don't know anything about this, my dude.
no. Well, this isn't a news topic. This is just my general thoughts that I'm talking about.
Oh, all right, all right. So
As
it's the general Konami fuckery then.
yeah, like, what is Konami doing now? Because I've not seen anything. Like, nothing is.
They're hiding and waiting for it all to blow over.
Well, I have a feeling if I was to put an ounce of research into it, but as this is a general discussion piece, I haven't put research into it. But I assume that if I was to do that, I'd probably find pachinko and mobile games. Because
Yeah,
I've
that's
not.
their money makers.
Yeah, like they used to be a gaming company. Now they're just your standard pachinko company.
It's
Now
more profitable.
that might
If
be,
they're keeping small, keeping to Japan, might be better to just stay with the pachinko.
yeah, it might be lucrative in Japan because I think they are quite content
They
with
have
the
a
amount.
huge pachinko gambling problem in Japan.
Yeah, that might.
Ah, making it out to be worse than it is, but a lot of old ladies like to put those balls in the machine.
I don't want to know about what balls you like to put in what machine.
I don't like pachinko, mate. I love it.
I don't like pachinko. I love it.
I love it.
But yeah, no. Fuck me. I can't keep a straight face. Nah. Um, Yeah, but it might be a lucrative business over in Japan, but here it's dead, so they ain't gonna be able to expand out. They're missing out on a huge market, and that's a bit stupid of them, to be fair. Like they've gone from making games to going. It's like that. It's like the way. It's like the company progression in reverse. Like Nintendo was a card company, now it's a games company. Konami was a games publisher, now it's a fucking pachinko publisher. It seems
I
backwards,
think
doesn't it?
it might be to do with the Yakuza.
The
And
Yakuza.
the Yakuza
Don't be silly, Andy.
used to fucking muscle in on a few different key players in the video game industry and say, nah,
Don't be s-
um,
don't be silly. Nintendo's got the Yakuza. Konami's just guns. Have you heard that? Like, what is it? Nintendo controls like branch of the Yakuza.
no, I didn't know that.
I mean, I'd
That
love to
still
just
makes
see
sense though.
like I'd love to see like on the autopsy of Satoru Iwata, like the guy's like doing about to do the autopsy, he takes off like Satoru's iconic suit, like pulls it aside, and all that's underneath it is tattoos.
Just fucking huge dragon
And
tattoo.
he doesn't look like he doesn't look buff, but when you pull back his shirt, it's just big muscles. Like you do not mess with Satoru Iwata Yakuza. He was
I need to get Yakuza Zero.
he didn't die. He was just promoted. He was just promoted and had to go undercover on certain branches of Yakuza. Um, was it Yakuza?
Promoted from CEO to being undercover or what?
Yep. He has to work for like underground companies. Well, underground arms of the Yakuza to keep an eye on companies that they think are dodgy. Got a new face and everything.
I don't know, man. It's the Yakuza.
Look, just let me
Like,
think he's not dead,
like what
okay?
would they be doing? Like fucking
Just,
just scamming people
uh,
and
just, Andy, don't take this away from me. I don't want to think Satoru Iwata's
it's
dead.
Japan. It's like the safest country in the world.
No, I don't want Satoru Iwata to be
Ain't
dead.
no shady shit happening with the Yakuza.
I
Ain't
don't,
nothing happening
I
at
don't want.
all.
No, I don't want him to be dead. Bring him back. I want another Mario game. Ah, who am I kidding? They're gonna keep bringing back Mario. Um,
Ye-
but yes, Konami. What the fuck? They had the biggest names in the business. Most of them that I forgot. No, they had Silent Hill. They have Castlevania. They have Metal Gear Solid. Castlevania's dead now. Like, have you seen anything good come out of Castlevania?
No.
No. Have you seen anything come out of Silent Hills? No, because they killed that shit.
Yep.
I would have fucking paid money for that shit. And like that was if I think that was the for me personally, that was the beginning of their tomfuckery. Like
Tom
like
tomfoolery and fuckery. I like it. I like it a lot.
I fuck it was the name of a Pymation skit and I love it. It's
Tomfuckery.
yeah. Anyway, um fuck's sake. Just look for a video called Bill Cipher's Tomfuckery and that's where I got
Hmm.
it from. But
Okay.
yeah, that's the beginning of it for me because I never paid attention to the Castlevania games. A lot of people were stung by that a bit earlier than me.
Hmm.
I'm going to type in Konami games because I just want to games. They have the fucking Konami code. God, man, it's
But
fuck.
they were a big part of gaming, but now it's time to move on. There are other gods in the sky,
It's
namely platinum.
true. Oh, platinum. Ooh, now
It's not like we've lost our heroes. They've just been replaced, okay?
they're that's a topic for another day though. Fucking
Well,
um, platinum games. Like, not to say they're so bad. No, no, no. I'm just saying they're good. They're
they're
good,
good.
and they should be spoken about. They should be praised, and unfortunately, they don't get the praise because
Even
currently,
games made by their B team are just like better than okay. They're like really good.
I mean, we should talk about them on the basis that there's so much negativity in the games industry. We should probably talk about the people that aren't fucking up,
Hmm.
because we're always talking about EA and shit, and like right now Konami. But yeah, getting back to the point, we'll talk about Platinum some other time, and that'd be great.
Hmm.
But
Definitely.
getting back to the point, like they had some of the biggest names under their belt, and that they just let them drop, slip through their fingers. It's like again, people
It's
would have been.
almost as if, as a company, they're pivoting. I think they're just they just don't want to be in the games business anymore. It's
Pivoting.
too much money, too much risk. Pachinko just makes money. It's
Pivoting. That's wrong. They're committing business suicide by this point. Let's be
no.
honest.
I
Th-
reckon if you look up Konami's numbers, they're gonna be doing okay. Or maybe in like 5 years from now, they're just gonna be doing fine. Let's see how Konami's stock has looked like.
Yeah, let's find that out. But uh, in a few years' time, they're not going to be on the games
Well,
radar anymore.
hey. Okay, but no, I need timescale. There we go. So the orange bar is 2017.
Yeah.
The black bar
Oh,
is
we're cutting over to that delicious what was it? Window view screen. Oh, screen
mm,
cap. Ooh. Oh, how they're doing?
okay.
Oh, yeah. What?
Slight dip, but still steadily rising.
What's the black bar represent? 38.40 watt.
I think that's like from December to November, that's the stock in total.
Ah, fuck me then. They are going up then.
I think that's how it works. And then the different colored ones are for in terms of the whole year
Well,
for that year. So for 2018, it's steadily risen.
well, you're hearing it here, guys. I'm going to switch it back before we bore more people with this. You heard it. You heard it here, guys. Konami's not a games publisher anymore,
No, no,
and
they're pachinko machines.
they are. They're not making. No, they are pachinko machines
They
producing.
are the pachinko
They're
machine.
just giving birth to smaller pachinko machines and just flogging it to people. This one's got Metal Gear Solid 5 graphics, but it's Metal Gear Solid 3. Ah!
As you can see from this chart here.
Oh god. Important habit. Oh god. Oh shit. I'm fucking. Yeah, I've got. No, people need to see that, even if no one's paying attention. Like, I'm gonna show it if people don't pay attention.
There'll be a vote.
Fuck. Fuck.
Percentage earnings.
Fuck me. Alright, fair enough.
They are pachinko.
Hey, have you
They
actually
have become pachinko destroyer of worlds.
Pachinko? It sounds like a fucking video game. Wait, do you know what? It sounds like a game that Konami would make for the PS1 era. Pachinko, Destroyer of Worlds. But
I think we could have seen this coming from a mile away if we decided to look,
but we
but we
didn't.
didn't, and
Um,
neither did Kojima.
true. But I will say, have you played the Silent Hill arcade machine?
No, no, I did not.
It looks good. It seems good because it's a Silent Hill game. Then you play it and then you realise the light gun doesn't fucking hit anything. It's like it just doesn't register your shots. So you sat there fucking getting your ass nailed, and you sat there looking at your bullets as you fucking pulling the trigger. You sat there just doing the fucking. No, you fired 2 shots, and then you die because someone comes up and licks your nutsack, and you just fall over and cry a little bit,
Hmm.
pissed off. And that's why I made this podcast so I could swear and shout at things. Moving
It's
on to the
over
question
now.
time.
He achieved what he wanted. It's all gone now.
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for joining the podcast. It's never coming back.
It's never come back.
Fuck that. No, I get to rant every week now. Um,
Yeah,
question time.
99.6% change in revenue. Everything just
Psst,
goes.
psst. Moved
What?
over to the questions.
I know. Sorry.
No, don't
It's
apologize.
just pachinko.
Just
It's
Pachinko.
just pachinko. That's all I wanted to say.
I just imagine a man named Pachinko.
He
Right.
probably was a Russian man.
Hey, Pachinko.
Давай.
Oh. Well, um, so join for question time. Right. So,
One
um,
question we did have is to talk about the shutdown of Telltale. So we could do that now.
yep. I'll wait for Ellie to come back. Because I think she wants to discuss it with us. If not, we can throw it in there before we leave. But
On
if
audio? We could do that on audio.
huh?
Just bring her in.
Oh,
bring her in?
I'm trying to get her in, into the voice chat because I don't want to bring us
Oh shit.
back into
Oh,
the text chat because I think she's bobbed off for something. Maybe she was
okay.
drawing. I did get
Anyway,
reports of stream problems, so maybe that might be it. So I hope this hasn't dropped down during stream. At least, as far as I'm aware, it hasn't anyway.
as far as I'm aware as well, it
It
looks steady to me. So,
it could be just one person, which is fine. But yeah, for
but
this
less
sec
streamy, more talky.
yes,
Uh, hmm?
for this section, yes. Um, I want to pose a question each week. Obviously, we don't have one this week because we didn't have a previous week. But also I'd like this is a moment we could talk to the viewers. So there's two things you could do here. We ask viewers a question, they chime in for next week with it, so they can submit their answers in the comments, in Twitter, in the chat. Wherever you watch this, wherever you get the viewer place, you can send a request. I think Andy, was you setting up an email for questions?
Doing it right now, my brother.
Fuck you, Mick. Hell, might as well set up a
Yeah,
Discord, haven't we?
we have. We could also
Well,
ask answers. Sorry, questions there.
I need to set up my Discord. So what we'll do, but with this being a subsidiary of my channel, we could have this the Discord for this podcast as subsidiary from mine. So
Hmm.
that was a tongue twister and a half. I think the drink's hitting me.
She said subsidiary as well.
Yeah, because fucking businesses, man. Fucking businesses. Speaking of businesses,
Oh my god, every single name is taken.
that's all right. We'll sort it out. In the meantime, you can tweet at either me or Renion. What's your Twitter handle, Andy?
Um, I don't have a Renian account yet,
Ah,
so
fair enough then. Tweet me then. Feel
next time.
Sorry, I thought you did. That's my fault. I put you on spot.
No, I didn't.
Um,
It's all good.
yep. So feel free if you want. Yeah, if you have a question or answer, feel free to tweet me at DemonLead629 on Twitter. Um, if you're in the comment section, drop the comment below. Because this will be going up on YouTube afterwards. If you're in the chat, feel free to talk in the chat. Chat's a bit dead. We had a good start earlier on, but it's died down, and I've noticed that happens a lot with my streams. That's okay.
Well, it's fine. That's why we have other forms, you know.
Exactly. Um, There will be a Discord chat, but for the moment there is none. But you will see that if I look in my if I go into my panels, if you go into the panels of the stream, if you're in stream, um, should say more of me. Here we go. So YouTube, Dublin, Tumblr. I have a Tumblr, but I don't use it. So just stick to more Twitter, YouTube. There is my personal email there, which I will check. Well, not personal. It's the
Mhm.
channel's email. There is an email there you can send emails to. That's channeldemonlead@gmail.com.
Oh, I've just made an email for the podcast right now, actually.
Ah, wonderful. I
It's a good game, well played podcast at gmail.com.
Oh, you send me that. I will put that in my more of me section when I update that.
Sure thing.
Um, I'm going to update that very soon. But basically, you ask questions, we answer the questions to the best of our ability. It does not have to be about anything particular. It could be about the podcast, or is it personally? It could be about the social economic status of Bulgaria at the current state time. As obscure as you want, or as burning as your questions may be, you feel free to ask them here. We will answer them on the podcast, live here on Twitch, or uploaded onto YouTube afterwards.
Make yourself known, boy. Make
Make
yourself
yourself
known.
known. Feel free to shamelessly plug your shit. It will be funny. I mean, funny. It'll be good if it'll be
You
good if
must
it's good. And
entertain us if you want to do that, yeah.
dance for us, monkeys, dance. No, it would be funny if it's intentionally shit, or it'd be good if you're an artist or anything. Feel free
Hmm.
to throw it into us, and we will look at it. What else? Oh yes, and I also want to pose a question of the week. So basically, I ask a question and we answer it next week, and that means when I pose the question, it will not be meant. We will not get an answer this week, and it will be remembered next week. So I'm going to put this in the chat for us now, Andy.
Okay.
So Bag of dicks?
I changed it to bag of Discord in case anyone wants to join in.
Bag of Discord, brilliant. Now, as this is your one, I will make one for my channel and my stuff eventually, and I'll put a little sub in there.
Okay.
But I've been meaning to do it for a while. I decided to make a podcast instead.
Yeah.
Yes. So, question of the week: best soundtracks. Best soundtracks in video
Oh, I
games.
already got the answer.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, video games. I've not mentioned this to Andy yet, so obviously he's hearing it now, and I'm sending it to
I'm
him.
hearing it for the first time, but I already got an answer.
Oh, he's got an answer, and I'm pinning it
So
so
hit him
we will
with
remember
that.
for next week.
Yep.
And
Send us your answers as well. Send us
uh,
anything.
yeah, we can discuss about it. We can hopefully we can turn around and go, "Ooh, I don't know about that one," or we can go, "Actually, yes, we forgot about that classic." So that's where you give us your answer, we talk about it, or you give us questions and we talk about that. There's no format. This is pure viewer interaction right here. Right.
Sweet.
So, as we have got no one really in at the moment, we'll move straight onto the open letter. And this section, completely Andy's. So I'll let him um explain it to me. So, do you want me to transition first?
So I just
The open letter. Now you can talk.
I've just written an open letter to a certain Andrew Wilson. So this is to you,
Oh,
Andrew.
the name rings a bell. Am I correct in thinking he works for EA?
Yes. Dear Andrew Wilson, just stop. It's enough to go and try and ruin the happiness of every football fan who gets to wake up on Christmas morning to a slot machine. But to then and go and challenge the sovereignty of a nation state as old as Belgium is fucking ludicrous, okay? Take the fine, shut the fuck up, you're done goofed. You think that because you went to Harvard, you're better than those sweet chocolate gods, you're wrong, okay? Also, I don't think you're even qualified to run EA. You're like some guy from Intel, and like, how is someone supposed to make compute chips going to end up running a fun factory? Okay, fuck you, Harvard. Fuck you, Intel. Send me an i7. Lovingly, Andrew.
Right. So, I was not I was not sure how this segment was going to go, and I was dubious that it was going to be. I was quite certain that this was going to be the one that we dropped. But this right here, that had been stitches from start to finish. We are not getting rid of it,
Sweet.
and I'm so glad I gave you a chance. Next time you'll be so lucky. Give me pictures of Spider-Man.
I'm gonna take him, Jay Jonah. I'm gonna take him.
But but no, in all seriousness, in all serious, that was amazing. That
Yeah,
is
thanks, man.
that is no, we're keeping that. You got to keep this up though every week.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Although if you can't do it, I can skip over a week, and that's perfectly fine. You
Ah,
know,
no, no, no,
I
no.
I
I'll
I,
have an open ladder.
I get that. No, I'm just
And
saying,
they're
you know,
not
because
all
you,
gonna be negative either. You know, you can't just talk shit about people the whole time.
yeah,
Sometimes I'll be like, yeah, you did good.
yeah. No, to be fair, no, I really like that. Right,
Hmm.
I think we're coming to the end of the podcast. We've hit 2 hours 20 minutes. I think
Oh yeah,
that's a good time actually. I'm happy to keep
that
this
is a
up.
good time.
Yeah. Although I do want to move the
Did you want
times
to end
back.
with our last segment, or did you want to do it some other time?
No, no,
Or
I'm going to end with the last segment. I just
okay,
want to say I want to move the times from we agreed on 8 for this week, but we're going to move it on to 9 because my timetable's changed with uni, and
hmm
it's not much, but I like having a bit of extra time to sit down and talk. And obviously, Andy was eating before this, which led me into a bit of a panic. So I thought if we give the extra time, I can make myself food. If
yep.
I was lucky in the fact that I
I
had.
would have eaten earlier, but things got in the way.
No,
So
that's fine. Like I've got uni, so I wasn't able to eat. So doing this would allow me to eat, also talk to you beforehand.
sweet.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Now on to the last segment of the day. We have gaming stories. We've
Hmm.
had our hypes, we've had our moments, we've had amazing times, we've had some goose, some laughs. It's gone a lot better than I expected. I thought this was going to be a skeleton show, especially for my first one, but no, it was good at the start and it's died down obviously, but this is still very early days and I really like how it's come out for the first time. gaming stories. Anyway, this segment to explain it to you guys here. This is a where we just talk about a story in our past, um, recent or as long ago as before. It's just an iconic, memorable moment that we've experienced personally gaming. So I don't know, beating that high score, beating GoldenEye really quickly at that one time. These are the stories we're going to talk about. And this week, and Andy knows, don't you? You know what the story is, don't you?
Mostly, yeah, yeah. I don't remember it very well, but I do know the story in advance.
Well,
I remember that it happened, but I can't picture it in my head.
it's all
That's all.
right. I'm hoping my words will paint the picture. I
Oh,
I am Bob Ross, and my words is paintbrush, and you're just the happy little canvas.
mm, I like that.
Very nice little trees. No mistakes. Just happy little frequent.
I
Some
think
shit.
that's what he says.
I haven't
Yeah, it's
fucking
some
seen
shit.
Bob Ross in ages.
I haven't
Ruined the
seen Bob
moment
Ross
right
at
there.
all.
Oh, there was a whole Bob Ross stream once. I missed it. I know. So, um, back in the day, me and Andy, we had Xbox. We played Gears of War. Was it two mainly? But moved on to three.
It was one, and then we moved on to three. I don't think we played much too.
Um,
I can't remember.
you might be right with not playing much of two because I believe we did play more of three, but
Mm.
I definitely wouldn't have played one because I never had it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, for
Okay.
real. But yeah, no, we used to play a lot of that, a lot of versus, just us two, one on one. A lot
Mm.
of horde mode as well. Horde mode was a good one.
That was the shit.
And that
That
was
was
the
the shit.
shit. Don't I'm actually gonna get my Xbox and play it again. Fuck me, that's just me thinking about it.
Release on PC, please.
It is and it's shit. Gears of War
Oh,
4 on
no,
PC.
release on actual PC, not games for Windows Live.
But yeah, and me and Andy would play, and his dad would come on as well. And him and his dad used to play Horde a lot, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I wasn't on, these two would be playing, so they were more experienced than me, and they were better than me. And then we stopped playing for a couple of years. I think because we both moved over to PC, didn't we? We also went
Yeah.
our separate ways. We left college, didn't we? Sixth form,
Mm.
and we it was just a couple of years gap between us playing again. And I was around at yours before you moved again,
Mm.
and we thought, hey, let's do something. We'll play Gears of War. Yeah, and there was someone else there with me. I can't remember who it was. It was one of my friends, one of my exes. I don't know why I think it's one of my exes. I could be horribly wrong. I just remember me, you, and my dad, and there was someone else there. I can't remember who it was. It could have been Josh. Can't remember. But we played it, and I fucking mopped the floor with these two. Like, I somehow remembered that game really well. Like, I felt bad when I just sat there, like, mowing down your dad with a fucking chainsaw, sawing him in half. I'm like, this is cruel. This is cruel. But I know you're better than me at this, so why? Why? Why do I feel bad?
It had been a while, I guess.
It'd been a while, Crocodile, and yeah. And it just made me think of all the good times we had, like how it was just so good and it was so enjoyable, and it was, that was the shit. That was like those few games on Xbox that were amazing, and that was one of them. It's a fucking shame they rode that series into the ground because that would have been
Halo
a
3 was
good.
another one.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
ruined it though. Like there were franchises you could have brought over, really
Mm.
kickstarted the Xbox One's life, but they had already drilled it into the ground by this point, both of them.
Mm. Mm.
Like, what was it?
Not to sound like an old head, yeah, but like, I don't think there is a game like that for the Xbox One. There's no comfy, like, really solid game for the Xbox One out.
We might just be old, and the fact that we just haven't played it. Like, there might be some game that the kids play, like, but then there's not many exclusives, so I don't know.
Like Destiny or something, like,
Yeah, Destiny could be their Gears of War, I guess.
maybe, but
But
like, just play Warframe.
yeah, that's true. But no, I just thought it was just such a shame because like Gears of War 1 was a spark in the pan, and
Mm.
yeah, that caught everyone's attention. What was that? That was random. That was amazing. That was spontaneous. That was good. And then they're like, try it again, and they get the experiment back up again, and they do it in controlled conditions, and they got a bigger spark, a better spark, and it came up again. And then they did it with three, and it was still a big spark. Don't get me wrong, but it was nothing bigger. It wasn't bigger. It was just the same size spark as number two.
Mm.
Then they did Judgment and four, and it was just like, yeah, your equipment's falling apart here. You're losing your audience. So they got bored of that spark now. It was like
I
they should have had a
forgot
couple.
Judgment was a thing, you know, and they're making another Gears of War now, and no one cares.
They should
No
have
one
left it a couple of years. Like they should have gone one to three, left it a couple of years, and then thrown Judgment out. Judgment would have been a better game by that point if they gave it a couple of years and went, we're saving it for the next generation.
Mm.
And I think personally that would have been better. But
Just remember the old saying: every good trilogy is a trilogy. Like, stop, you know? Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy with that as a trilogy, and then them throwing in another one like afterwards. Like as I say, to have the trilogy on Xbox 360 and then bring it back on the one, and that would
Mm.
have been good. That would have, I think that would have relit the fire, as it were. It would have
Maybe.
spawned another generation of Gears of War games that would have been its own thing. It would have been it would have been good, but they fucked it up, and it's just a shame because no one's gonna get that moment where they mowed their friend's dad down with a fucking chainsaw and felt guilty doing it.
Do you know what I think it was?
But
The genius of Cliffy B.
B, what Clippy B? Oh,
Uh, the guy who made Gears of War and
oh,
also that one game that absolutely failed, Lawbreakers.
and that's the end of the podcast, guys. That my fucking. Just let me check Lawbreakers. I remember it.
It came out and immediately died.
Ah, it shouldn't have though. It looks
It's a
genuinely
first person shooter and it was a Twitch shooter and like it just immediately died.
looks good though. That's the thing. It looks really good. And
It
you know what, I might even play it now. But a fucking picture of Overwatch showed up. Uh,
it's not on Steam. I can't find it.
oh no. I would have actually genuinely played that because that game looks good.
No one's playing it. What? It's a multiplayer only game and no one's playing it. And I don't mean it's hard to find a map. I mean like peak when it was still out, peak 200, maybe
Shit.
like actually no, sorry, peak 12 people at
That
one point.
that is that's bad. But yeah, no, I think that's about it for us now.
Yep,
Um, should we sign off this podcast?
2.5 hours. That's pretty good.
Hey
That's
man.
pretty good. Let's sign it off. Is that the new size? Is that the new length, or are we gonna standardize something?
Um, I think we'll average. I think buckle up for 2 hours. But if it goes over or under, I'm not fussed. Like a podcast, and
Podcast the podcast, and we just did one.
I
We
think
just did a podcast.
yeah, not concentrating ourselves would be better because I don't want to condense it down. I want to get all the funny moments out and not think we have to speed this one up. So
Hmm.
yeah, no, this has been a
If you enjoy it,
podcast.
tell us. Tell us.
Yeah, we're up for criticisms. This is still a work in progress. Like um, this literally was spawned in a spark of my mind last week. I messaged Andy. I've made all the graphics in a week. I've there's still more to come. We're still fine tuning. We're gonna come with a better experience. Like currently, I've had to switch back to the intro page screen instead of a end screen. So I will have a screen that will basically what you need to get from this is we're improving it. This isn't what it's gonna
Faster,
be.
sleeker, stronger, more agility. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's
Yeah.
gonna
Handsomer. Twice the webcam.
twice
These
the
are all
webcam.
things that you can expect from the future, guy.
You could buy it in a shop near you on shelves like I don't know, fucking Amazon Go. I don't know where I was
You
going
know,
with
I'm,
that
I'm
shit.
gonna order one right now. I'm gonna order one right now.
Gonna order a podcast.
I'm gonna order a podcast.
Order a
A
podcast.
webcam.
Um, but yes, this is gonna be up on YouTube. I believe Andy wants to get it on iTunes, but I'll leave that to him because he knows iTunes better than I.
Yes, but We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But in the meantime, if you want to see this again later on, you can watch it in the Twitch. What's it called? That thing where you can past broadcasts. Yes, you can watch it in there on my Twitch, Demon Lead 629. You will also find it on my YouTube channel, which is also Demon Lead 629. That is DEMONLIED 629. And you will find that on the YouTube channel there within the next 2 days, or unless you are watching it on YouTube, you're watching it now. So this is just null and void to you. You just wanting to watch me make an ass of myself, aren't you? That's why you're sticking around to this point.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's
Two,
like you're just squirming at this point,
yeah,
you know.
dude,
No,
dude,
no, just keep going. No,
dude.
keep going.
Why are you watching me? Don't be like
No,
that.
no.
You've hit the end of the podcast.
Okay,
Turn
you
it off.
just
Get another
just
podcast up. Go.
there's tons of different podcasts out there.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, man.
yeah,
Why
just watch
you
them.
got to bully us? Why you got to bully us?
You didn't do nothing.
We didn't do nothing to you. Eddie, tell them to stop. We're still here.
Do you feel proud? Are you proud of yourself? You made him cry. uh,
Oh man, I picked the right man to do a podcast with.
so did I. So did I. This is the start of something beautiful.
You didn't choose shit, man.
What do you mean? I still had to say yes. That's
Uh,
choosing.
that's choosing, yeah. Anyway,
It
we're
ain't no Detroit become human shit. I had a choice.
in that game about choice. No, no, it didn't.
No, then
Pseudo choices, they are pseudo choices.
I did it because David Cage.
David Cage. Oh, that's a game we've got to talk about next week. But as of now, we we appreciate you being here. Gotta love you and leave you. And
This
we'll
was
see
the
you next week.
Co-optional podcast, and goodbye.
Wrong one, Andy. Wrong one.
This is the Co-optional podcast, and
This has been
no.
Podtaku. Um,
This has been the history of Rome.
this no
Oh, this
no
has been the GG Well Played podcast.
to plug Ellie. This has been top 10 most top 100 most dangerous things you didn't know were dangerous. I'm actually looking forward to that. I'm genuine. Like she told me
That's
the
the name
idea.
of our podcast?
Huh?
She got to plug it. She got to plug it next time.
She
I want to hear about that.
she's not got it up and ready yet, but like I heard about it and I'm like, I want it. I want
Mm,
that now. I want its
mm.
juicy, meaty goodness on my screen, my ear holes to enjoy. But now we are just plugging someone, so we are going to tune off now. So thank you for tuning in, guys. Tune in next
Same
week.
time next week. Same
Um, not
bat
same
show.
time.
Same bat channel. And
Not
not same
not
time. An hour
yeah.
later.
An hour later, so
Not
9
even
o'clock. That will
dinner
be our
time.
standard time.
Or more a spider podcast rather than bats, you know. Sorry.
Fuck are you saying? Fuck are you saying? Yes. So 9 o'clock next week. Tune in. Feel free to shoot questions again at my Twitter, which is DemonLead629 on my Twitter. Um, Again, Twitch, DemonLead629, and on my YouTube channel if you wish to watch it on there, DemonLead629. That is DEMONLIED 629. If Andy wants to make something to promote himself on, I
I ain't
can.
got nothing for myself yet, but for the podcast itself, just meet us on Good Game Well Played at podcast at gmail.com. That's Good Game Well Played podcast at gmail.com.
You want more of me, feel free to stay on this or go over to the same YouTube channel. I don't know if Andy wants to promote his Twitch, which, to be fair, is an interesting
No,
concept.
no, I do not. No,
Come on, coding. Come on,
I haven't done it in a while.
Look,
If you feel like doing it, it's Biggest Renium. Twitch.tv/Biggest Renium.
and how do you spell Renium?
RENEON. Real easy.
Yeah, because
It's a Fugazi. It's a Fugazi. It's everywhere. You know, just come take a look. Just come sit down. You know.
No, I want you to plug that on the basis that one, I enjoyed watching that, and two, the shit talking was beautiful. It was like watching Michael Reeves before he scripted his shitty videos. Have you seen Michael Reeves?
I don't even know who that
Right, I'm
is.
fucking sending you that. But as of now, thank you for watching, and good night.
Good night.